What's up, guys? It's Cooper Webb, and you're listening to the MotoXpod.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Plessinger, and you guys are listening to the MotoXpod.
Save me from myself. My arms and legs are bound like an aching corpse from another world. I'll scream the truth 6 feet underground. Feel alive inside yourself. Watch your enemies dispel. If I can find a way to avoid this fate, could be.
All right, it is that time again for another episode of the MotoXpod presented by Yamaha Motor USA and Race Tech. This is episode 396. Massive guest lineup tonight. Super excited. We have Red Bull KTM Factory Racing's Eli Tomac, Phoenix Racing's Aden Keefer. Congrats, buddy. Really excited to talk to you. And then we got Gizmo Mods Racing Yamaha's Ayden Shive coming on. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with these guys. Really looking forward to the show. Looking forward to Salt Lake City coming up. We'll talk a little bit maybe about Denver. But first things first, the show is always presented by Yamaha Motor USA. This is the Yamaha Motor USA opening chat. And at Yamaha Motor USA, we don't just build motorcycles. We engineer legends. From championship podiums to off-road trails, the YZ platform has defined dirt bike excellence for generations. Whether it's the dominance of the YZ 450F, the YZ 250F taking both 250 titles in Supercross, or the beloved YZ 250 two-stroke. Every YZ is built for riders to push harder, ride faster, and demand the best. So unleash victory and ride Yamaha, YamahaMotorsports.com, or go to your local dealership to see all that they have to offer. Big news today. Husky Mobility not going to be back in 2027. Any thoughts on that? It's like, I guess I'm upset. I'm bummed for the riders, for the team personnel. I think it's good to have as many teams as possible within the sport. But at the same time, like, I don't know how many motorcycles they sell. Like, as a business decision, it's probably a good thing. But for the sport, I'm kind of like, I don't like it. I want all the teams in. Mm-hmm. TJ, thoughts? Anything?
I mean, really and truly, like, we all saw this coming. Like, I kind of feel like this was all, like, the writing's been on the wall for a minute.
Yeah, with gas
with all the stuff that happened in the background at KTM. I think I'm more surprised how much that they're still invested in racing. As far as, instead of just cutting people loose at the end of the year, they're like, hey, we're going to roll you under this tent, where they could have just washed all those guys out. I think that was the most.
Well, I mean, I think Ryder and Daxton are going to be under probably the KTM tent.
Right.
But, I mean, they're still under contract. I think Malcolm and RJ's contracts were up.
Yeah.
So I believe that's why.
I'm saying I'm surprised that they did that with, like, Ryder, and they were like,
oh, when they moved him to Husky from Gas?
And then moved him from Husky to KTM. I figured they would just use that to, like, oh, it's financial. Like, we can get out of the contract.
What do you think, Scotty?
I like TJ's point where, like, the writing's on the wall a little bit. Like, I've always looked at it as just from, like, their title sponsor and Rockstar. Like, how, like, I've always, like, Rockstar has to be hemorrhaging money supporting that team. Like, who drinks Rockstars? Like,
that I don't know.
You never see anything. You just see that this Rockstar stuff, like, it kind of, honestly, the fact that they've gone this long and that aspect was kind of always a surprise to me, because I was like, where's this funding coming from? I mean, I guess Rockstar is owned by Coke or something like that. I don't know, but who knows? It is interesting to see them fall off. I mean, it sucks, but there is other teams to kind of take up that slack. You know, we have Ducati now, we have Triumph now, we have
but there's
Beta
not
now.
that many spots. I mean, that means somebody's going to, like, okay,
I know, but
where's Dylan go then? Where's Barsha go? Where's the mechanics go?
I get that, but I mean, I imagine this was 3 years ago, and none of those teams were here, and that happened.
Yeah, I don't, the less teams we have, factory teams, the less spots we have for factory riders. I mean, yes, I'm sure Malcolm's going to find a ride, but what's it look like?
Right.
How good's the bike? You know, what does that do to his career? Same with RJ Hampshire, right? I don't know. I don't find it to be a great thing to lose a team, a factory level team.
No, I mean,
Those guys are going to find rides. It's not like
Yeah.
they're going to go away.
But it's I don't know. I think it looks good. To me, it looks good within the industry when you have 10 factory teams or whatever the number is. It's not good, obviously, if they're not making any money and they can't afford it. That's not great. That's not good business. But it does look good to me when you go, oh, we have so many teams that are in the industry and lots of job opportunities and rides. But obviously,
do you think it's
not working
a
out.
do you think it's a gone forever thing, or do you think it's like Austrian brand needs to get some financial stuff back right, and then maybe it eventually will come back, or do you think it's
Yeah, I don't.
you think it's done?
I would love to think that yes, they could come back at some point, right?
It's an Indian brand now.
Either way, I would love to think that yes, they could come back and maybe the economy will be in a better place, maybe the brand will be in a better place, and then support more riders in the future. I'd love to have that. Yes, so I'll say yes. I hope they come back.
I wonder if we end up seeing, like, instead of being like a Husky factory team, I wonder if it'll be like a support. Like you'll see
they're going to
satellite
support
teams.
other teams. Yeah, that's what they're going to.
Okay, well that'll be cool. Maybe Malcolm,
like AEO probably will get some support. Maybe AEO goes.
then-
Husky.
So do you don't think that you could see Malcolm doing like a Bass Pro Shops Husky thing?
Maybe. I think they'll go to a team like AEO, who's one of the next bigger KTM teams, and give more support to them. Now, and maybe that means there's room for a guy like Malcolm. I would probably see Malcolm going to one of either the Ducati or Triumph style team.
But that setup has worked for Roxon.
Yeah, I'm not saying no.
I'm just saying like that. Like there is fortunate that there is proof of this working at this moment in time, because that's essentially what Roxon is doing. I mean, that's not a factory Suzuki team. That's a Suzuki supported team.
Right.
Well, I would say the biggest loss is the riders are going to find a place. It's the guys who were making a living for
Truck
the team,
driver,
the
mechanics.
truck drivers, the mechanics, the suspension guys that were.
I don't know what they're doing with Nathan Ramsey. I don't know where he's going.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Nathan.
Yeah, is he staying somewhere within the brand, or I haven't heard that yet?
I mean, you hadn't texted him?
No.
Yeah.
I don't really have a relationship with Nathan, so I didn't ask. I kind of was waiting to see if there was going to be a pulp reaction pod sometime today. Steve obviously would have really good info.
Instead of trying to make the news himself, he's going to wait on somebody
well,
else.
I mean, some of us, as Chris Keefer says, civilian, I had a job today, so... before we move on and get to our first guest tonight, who's going to be, by the way, the Eli Tomac interview, for those of you that sent questions in, thank you to everybody that sent a bunch of questions in. I ended up having to pre-record that last night. I did get a couple of the questions in from listeners, but not all of them. But it's a really good interview, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to have Ayden Keefer coming up in about 5 to 6 minutes.
And Michael Lindsay in the chat says the entire team has jobs outside of 2 mechanics.
Well, that's good.
That's good to hear.
The existing program is becoming KTM's Factory 250 program.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Actually, speaking of that, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Now that he jumps on there, I remember that
Thanks, Emil.
I saw that he put up a video, like he did a reaction video himself on Vital MX. So that is up. I did see that on my YouTube feed earlier when I was driving home.
Yeah.
Before we move on to Ayden, I do want to tell everybody about Renthal. We usually do the read towards the end of the show, but I want to remind everybody that the $99 free shipping is king right now. Guys, look, a pair of handlebars is going to be over $99. Free shipping. If you're looking for a new pair of handlebars, if you want the 661s, they are in stock. Go to renthal.com. And what's really cool, they have this, it's called the Works Fit program on there with the handlebars, where you can click on any handlebars, the handlebars you're using now, or the handlebars that come stock on your bike, and then you can click on all the other versions of handlebars they have, and they're overlaid on the screen, so you can see the bend difference and the rake difference, or whatever the term is for that.
The rake.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was kind of messing around with it today. So go to renthal.com/worksfit and check that out. They have the lock-on grips. You got a pair of those. You're digging those, right?
I haven't worn mine out yet. Haven't got them on.
Okay.
The lock-ons, but yeah, they're actually probably about to end up on my trials bike. So,
well, the new Renthal lock-on grips are doing really well. They're selling well. They're very competitive in price to other brands. And if you get a pair of bars and some lock-on grips, it's going to be free shipping. So renthal.com, place your order. you're not gonna be unhappy with your rental products, TJ, ever. It's the best in the business.
The grips, those tapered grips, are the best out there. Period.
Well, the bars, and they get mountain bike stuff, dude. I'm loving the new pedals on the mountain bike.
I don't like any of their mountain bike stuff because mountain
you don't
bikes
mountain
suck.
bike. You're an idiot. Sorry, Paul. Sorry, man.
Speaking of shipping, have
Best
we,
grips and bars out there. Oh, sorry.
speaking of shipping, when are we going to get Tay his hat?
It's already, dude. We'll talk about that in a minute. There's tracking. It's been to his house. They say 3 or 4 times.
He just told me he just told me he doesn't have it.
I mean, he's saying.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. The
Hatgate.
tracking shows that it was delivered twice and he wasn't there. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's in Europe. It's outside my hands. It's been shipped.
In Europe, he's in Australia.
Or in Australia, excuse me. It's in Australia.
That might be part of the problem.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he sent me an email and he's like, "Oh, I sent the wrong address because he has like 2 houses." So I think that's part of the issue.
Oh,
I don't know,
see,
man.
Tay, you didn't mention
don't be
any
throwing
of
me
that,
under the
Tay.
bus. You know they are in your country. Outside of that, I got nothing for you. Also, before we get Aiden on real quick, they're not a sponsor of the show, but the guys over at Slacker, the SAG tool, sent me a new one. So
A new one?
yes, the new version. It's wireless. There's an app. I haven't used the new one yet.
I'll take the old one.
The old one broke
I'll fix
because
it.
it's about 10 years old. And
I'll
I
fix
was
it.
going to order another one. He's like, I'll just send you one. So if you're watching on YouTube, it's on the screen probably.
Comes with the cool
but-
case and everything.
What's that? Yeah,
Comes with that
yeah,
cool-
they sent me everything, dude. It's sick.
Doc has one. I want one. They're just too expensive for me.
Yeah, look, man, setting your SAG is a pain in the butt. You
By
got to have a
yourself.
buddy normally if you're doing it the normal way, the old fashioned way. With this Slacker tool,
It's so
you can
cool.
just do it yourself. You can do it at the track. I did mine at Swan the other day all by myself.
It's so cool.
Just like I'm a grown up, a big boy.
Yeah.
Like I'm
You
a
said
big
a
boy. I
grown-up
did all by
little boy.
myself. I went potty by myself and I set my SAG by myself at the track.
That's cool.
But yeah, so just visit getslacker.com if you're interested in the digital scale. They are amazing. I think, yeah, ML sent me, he sent me the same thing he told you it looks like. So let's work on getting Aiden on. And while I'm doing that, a lot of things happened in Denver this weekend, right? We had Jay Coop and Cooper Webb, little battle there, little teammate frustration maybe. We had Dylan and Jay Coop. We had Cooper Webb and Prado. McAdoo going to the LCQ. Caden Minear getting screwed.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Pick one of those. What that stands out the most from Denver, and talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit while I get Aiden on the phone.
You said that's ridiculous, and I've heard a lot of people say that. All he
It's
would have
the
had to do
rule.
is just turn around and go back over the
And
loop.
that's sketchy.
Okay, it's sketchy, but I mean,
You want to
That would have
promote.
been the only options. You're right. Were to turn around or stop dead and cut back over.
So you want him to cut? You want him to cut blind in between the manager tower and the finish line jump, go backwards on the track and loop around.
No, there was room.
go up the face of the finish is what he's saying. Like stop where he got pushed off.
Yes.
Or if he went too far, turn around and come back. And
Yes.
come back where he went off, which is generally kind of
Yeah,
what
I'm not doing that. I'm
It's a-
going.
But
It's a dumb rule, but it is the rule.
how are they
Yeah.
supposed to know that?
But also, if he had done that any other lap, it would have counted.
It'd been fine. That part is even the dumbest part of the rule.
I think the rule doesn't bother me. It's the punishment for the rule. Like the rule, if you skip it on the think about this. You can go faster across the not going over the jump. Just go around it sometimes. You can maybe get more speed and pass somebody at the last second. Oh well, I mean I went by it. Even though I went, cut the corner.
You're talking about if he went off the track?
Yeah, so I understand the rule. I think the punishment for the rule is the problem.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the rule because
It probably should have been a position or two.
easily at least a position minimum.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Yeah.
was that the biggest? I mean, of all the things I mentioned,
Yes.
our guest is on the line.
No,
so
that
we'll
was
get
not
back
the
to it, but-
biggest. But I don't think that was the biggest deal of the night. No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No, not of the night. I got
Okay. Our first guest of the night is going to be brought to you tonight by Racetech. And for over 40 years, Racetech has been supplying the motorcycle industry with high-quality suspension components made right here in the USA. From modern to vintage, Racetech is your go-to source for suspension performance. Racetech Go valves provide a plush feel with drastically improved bottom resistance and are 100% guaranteed. Made in the USA. Visit racetech.com. Find your local service center. Tonight, Racetech brings us our buddy. He's back. Phoenix Honda Racing's professional debut at Paula coming up from Aden Keefer. What's up,
Okay.
Aden?
Hey, what's up, guys?
That feels weird, man.
gotta
You're,
do
you're a
that.
pro now. We gotta
Yeah.
skip a clap.
No, it does fit.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, guys.
TJ's
I
not
appreciate
clapping.
it.
Bro, I'm
No,
proud of you, man. I think I said that the last time you were on when we were talking about Birmingham and futures or SMX Next, but dude, you are a pro and you got a deal.
I know it is weird to say it now. Like it still hasn't really sunk in yet that like I'm racing in about three weeks. So it hasn't really sunk in yet. But no, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sure I don't know if you listened back to Pulp and your dad was on because Steve didn't want, Steve didn't have the, he didn't have the respect enough to get Ayden on. He got Chris on instead, disrespecting my guy Ayden here.
Well, Ayden only does our show exclusively, right?
We're gonna have to do a
No,
deal.
literally, yeah. I'm never on Steve's show. I'm always on your guys' show.
We're gonna have to do a MotoXpod sticker deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm down. See, I was trying to work a deal out with Steve on getting the Pulp MX deal, but hey, you know what? I'm down with the MotoXpod show sticker deal.
I'm gonna tell you, the Pulp Next one will pay better.
Hey, you always gotta support your day ones, no matter what. So,
but
you never know.
on the show, towards the end, your dad was kind of joking about your mom and getting a credential and how she's gonna be like bougie walking in. And I texted her yesterday to get a headshot, and she said, "Oh, I'm just at club watching Ayden work." And when I saw the word "work," I was like, "Come on, Heather." It was, I don't know, I found it funny.
It is funny, yeah. No, I can tell Greg the same thing too. He's like, "You don't got a job." I'm like, "No, I got a job now.
Yeah,
I got a job now."
You're an adult.
Yeah, I'm a full adult now. I'm 20, living in an apartment in Charlotte, but my mom is still cooking my food. So
No, you're not an adult.
Bro, you got to cook
Not
your
a
own
bit.
dinner, man.
Yeah, you gotta. All right, let's
we're
talk.
working on it.
Let's talk about this deal, though, man. How did I know Michael Lindsay was involved a little bit, and your dad told the story. But from your perspective, how did this come about? Your dad kind of talked to you about it. Tell us how it came to your attention and how the decision was made from your point of view.
Yeah. So I mean, it just happened that Monday night. All of a sudden I'm sitting there playing 2K with my buddies on the video game, and I get a screenshot of my dad sent to me of him and Michael Lindsay's conversation and saying Phoenix Honda needs a fill-in rider for outdoors, and he was like, "Would you be up to this?" And I was like, "You know what? I would be up to it." But again, like I've had a couple things like this come up throughout the past couple years. And I'm like, I'm not going to get my hopes up just because if I get these hopes up and it doesn't happen, I'm going to be bummed out. So I was like, I still had it in the back of my mind. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm still going to the track every day thinking that I'm going to race Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was riding Supercross through the next couple weeks and then started riding outdoors with Garrett. And then they're like, "Yeah, we want you to come down and ride the bike, and here's a contract." And they gave me a clause in my contract that if I score a certain amount of points, then I get another year on my contract. So we came down here, rode the bike, met everybody, met David, met Gary, Lonnie, the engine guy, TJ, the mechanic. Guam is here. He's the in-house suspension guy now. Because Factory Connection works out of the shop now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and all the dudes are really, really nice guys. Like really just down to earth people. And honestly, like if you met them outside the shop, you wouldn't even know that they're in the dirt bike industry, right? So really nice people. Went and rode the bike, loved the bike, felt right at home on it. Honestly, it felt like my Cowie. Bike is really dang fast. I'd have Jamie detune it. Just because of how fast it was.
All right.
So then, yeah, man. And then since from there, I was just like, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity for me. I mean, there's not very many rides these days to go about. So I'm like, I can't pass this up, especially on a good team and on a good bike. So had to come home, had to talk to Holiday to get out of my contract, had to talk to Alex to get out of my Fox contract. And those were tough just because of how much they've helped me throughout the past years. I mean, I've literally been on a Cowie for pretty much my entire amateur career, right? So,
right, yeah.
No, it was bummed. I was bummed, but they're all happy for me and excited. They all agreed to that I can't pass this up. And then, yeah, man, we just inked the deal last week, and here I am riding this week.
Yeah, so we listened to your dad's interview, obviously, on Pulp, and he talked about the accelerators in the contract. How do you do with something like that when they put that added pressure of you've got to finish here to be able to advance to what, and stuff like that? How do you in your past handle those kind of pressures?
Have you had those before, accelerators like that?
No, I've never had. That's what me and my dad talked about. He's like, you've never had pressure like this before. Like now you got a carrot in front of you to chase, and he's like, you either gonna make it or you're not.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
no, I mean honestly, like I'm not really too worried about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's dirt bikes, and you can't really put too much emphasis on it. Even though yes, it's a job now, but I'm still just trying to have fun, learn as much as I can. And I mean, a lot of the people too that are in like that 12 to 21 range are all some of the dudes that I've raced throughout my amateur career, and I've been close to them, if not beating them at some point. So I kind of just base it on that and just take it race by race. Obviously, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never raced a 35 plus 2, so I really don't know what the hell I'm getting myself into yet, especially for 3 months. But no, just really try not to think about it and just do what I'm supposed to do, ride like I know how to ride. And if it happens, it happens. But yeah, man.
And just on the accelerator thing with the point stuff, obviously you don't need to disclose what that is. That's between
No,
you.
he does. I want to know the number.
Well, maybe he does want to tell us, maybe he doesn't. But all I was going to ask is, did the number seem fair? Does it seem achievable? Does it seem like something that you should kind of get automatically, or is it going to be something that you're really going to have to push and maybe go past what your expectations are to get that?
No, they're achievable for sure. I mean, I was told not to say how many points it was.
Well, don't say
according,
it. Yeah, don't say it.
I was told not to say. We'll keep that disclosed, but no, they're definitely achievable. They're not. It's not like a certain amount where I'm like, yeah, dude, like there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. That's what my dad says. Like if it's a high amount of points, he's like, I'm not gonna have you go out there and make yourself look like an idiot. So no, it's a good amount of points that is for sure achievable for me.
All right. Let's go back to once you knew the deal was going to be done. You signed the papers. Are you instantly like elated and like, oh, I'm so excited, or are you like, oh shit, now like it just got real, or both?
No, honestly, like a little bit of both. I mean, like yes, excited, like because for sure, I mean, it's a shit ton of pressure coming off of me too, because I mean, I never really told much people this, but like the whole blood dog thing, like that was a whole deal before Steve and my dad made it like a meme or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like I pretty much like me and my dad talked about it. Like if I don't get much next year, honestly, I was probably going to be done after this year just because of how hard it is, and to be able to do it on your own at that level is very
Difficult.
very hard.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that was pretty much my decision. And then, yeah, once I got the deal, like I said, the shoulders came off my chest. Definitely the weight came off of my parents' chest too. I mean, they spent a shit ton of money. So I was for sure stoked. But at the same time too, like, I'm not going to lie, like I'm a little scared too at the same time, just because it's like, holy shit. Like, yeah, like now it's legit. Like now it's a full blown job. Like I can't mess around anymore.
I think that's good though, to have a little, like if you weren't scared or nervous, that would not be, I don't think that's a good thing. I think you need to be a little scared. Like, okay, I mean, that's life, dude. When you turn 18, 19 in regular life, you go, oh shit, now I got to get a job. Oh shit, I got to pay my insurance now. Can I do this? It's you're learning life skills, man.
Shit, I got to cook dinner.
Yeah, for sure. No, exactly. Yeah. And like, I'm going to have to live out here in Charlotte the whole summer. I mean, not by myself all the time, but a chunk amount of time I'm going to have to be by myself. So it's definitely going to be a huge learning curve for me.
Well, and I think that, again, is where the parenting that your parents have done is going to come into play, man. They've raised a good kid. So I think you're going to be fine there. The other thing I want to say is, yes, this is kind of nerve-wracking a little bit, but I think this is the better opportunity for you than going and racing SMX next? Because you were a little nervous. You didn't have a lot of experience. You came into SMX next a little under the I was going to say under the radar. That's not the term I wanted. Just unprepared, really. You hadn't done enough of it. So, yeah, there you go. Behind the 8-ball. Going to ride, even though it's pro motocross, you're comfortable riding motocross. That gives you a chance to get in with this team, get comfortable with the bike, and then they will give you time to get ready for Supercross next year. And I think you'll have more time to prepare for Supercross if you're able to stay with Phoenix. I think this is a better opportunity, I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
No, I agree. Yeah, it says in my contract too that I'll be on the East Coast next year for Supercross too. So I'll definitely have a bunch more time to it. And then, I mean, yeah, like you said, I came into this year a little unprepared just because I got hurt. Yeah, I'll have more time next year for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of on the contract, how many mulligans that you get in golf, how many blackouts are we allowed?
None.
In the contract? Do we have an allowance for blackouts?
So that's the thing is I'm really trying my hardest now to not lose my temper. I feel like I've actually gotten a little bit better at it. I've almost had a couple of close moments in the past month, and I've really toned it down. So I'm really pumped on myself for that one. So I'm really going to try hard not to do that this summer just because of how long it is.
I said that kind of in a kidding manner, but the fact that you do have
last year when I think it was last year when I came out, I rode the XPR Honda that your dad had. Did you ride that bike? Your dad said on Pulp it's been a few years since you rode a Honda, but you've rode some one a little bit throughout in the last couple of years, haven't you? Where you already kind of you already had a feeling for it before you got on it?
No, I haven't. I think the last time I rode one was the what year did the new frame come out? Was it 21?
Yes.
I think. Don't get me lying.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yes.
Yeah, I think when the new frame came out from the dual pipe to the single pipe again, I rode it at the intro that day, up in Oregon. I think it was somewhere up there, and that was the last time I rode one.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yes. So it's been a while.
What with the bike stood out? What surprised you about it?
I mean, obviously, how much power it had. Obviously, that was the main thing for me. I was like, "Holy crap! This thing is ripping out of my arms." Especially how well it cornered too. I mean, I forgot how well Honda's cornered, and those are the main two things that I loved about it that much.
Okay.
I mean, you're not sitting here saying the Cali was slow, are you?
No, absolutely not. No, but this, no, not definitely not that. My bikes were really good, but this is a full blown like a full blown engine now. I'm not on no piston and cams and stuff like that. I get a full blown deal now, which is nice.
No, I just had to throw that in there with the whole Prado,
everything going on,
everything.
How about with the team itself? You haven't been with them a ton of time yet, but is anything kind of surprising you? Are you seeing things within the Phoenix team while you're at club that's oh wow, that's really cool, or they're really on top of this?
I think I think the main thing, the two main things that stood out. Now I was thinking about this today too. Is one, how well ran everything is. There's not a whole lot of people in the team wise. There's Gary, TJ, Guam, Lonnie, and then one other mechanic too. I forget his name. Bear with me. I've only been here a couple days.
All right.
So
just learn
it. Still learning.
Just know it in the next couple days.
But how well they all work together, and they're on top of everything immediately. When we go to the track, TJ Albright is me and Gavin's mechanic at the track, and he's doing my bike, he's doing Gavin's bike, and he's busting his ass. So I'm very appreciative of him. And as well too is how laid back everyone is. Gary is super laid back. TJ's laid back. It actually makes me enjoy going to the track, and after riding in between motos, we all bullshit with each other, and it's all fun times too. So I think that's a big important to me as well. Is there's a point when to be serious and when to have fun too. But me, I love to have fun a lot. So I think just keeping me loose too is probably the big factor that I noticed.
Aden Keefer tonight, brought to you by Racetech. Again, racetech.com. Find your local service center. Local tech is probably at the track. Get to know them. Use them. TJ Albright's a good kid, man. I like TJ a lot. So I don't think he's been with the team that long, maybe just this year. But, he's a good kid. Pretty fast, too. Could learn some stuff from him.
Yeah, no, really fast, dude. He was actually, I didn't even know this. I don't know why I didn't know this, but he was their fill-in rider for outdoors last year.
That's right.
And then just carried over into this year, and now he's one of the mechanics. And let me tell you, dude, I've never met a dude that can go that fast on a dirt bike and frame a bike as well as he does.
Duff's pretty fast too. I don't know. I'd like to
Duff
pit.
wasn't pro though, was he?
Huh?
Was he pro?
No, you're
Albright
probably
was.
right. You're probably right. Yeah, you might be right. Okay.
If we balance out mechanical skill and speed, we got really, really good mechanical skill and just a little bit of speed.
But you're slow as shit,
Oh,
TJ.
damn.
So no Loretta's. Are you a little bit bummed about not doing that?
I mean, no, not really. I'm kind of stoked about it.
Are you gonna be able to come out there? Or are you gonna still be training? Because I'm going. I'm gonna make it. I'm qualifying because F Michael Gage and F Ezra Lusk. I'm gonna get in. And
Hell no, I gotta come for you guys, and I gotta come support the boys.
All
of
right.
course, I gotta come.
All right, you're gonna bum me out if you weren't gonna be there. If you had to be at
Nah,
at
of course we're coming.
as great as Club MX is, I need you to just take a weekend away from that place.
Yeah, I'm coming. Don't worry about it. I got you, dude.
Okay.
We need Aiden to not black out. We need you to black out.
Yeah.
We need you to black out and just go to like another level.
All right. Well, the problem is if I black out, it's probably because I hit the deck and landed on my head and I went night.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that kind of blackout. How do you like Club? That place you've been there before, right? Or no?
Yeah, I went there once last year, right before Mammoth.
Okay.
And then I went back Tuesday. No, the place is sick. Like, the trainers are really nice. Blair's cool. Bonacci's a nice guy. I like Bonacci.
Yeah, he's good, dude.
But it's cool. It seems like everyone all gets along. Some days I probably prefer to do my own thing on some days, but most of the time, I'm down for the dick measuring contest that goes down there. So, but it's really fun though. All the guys are super nice, and just like Tuesday, I pull up and everyone's super welcoming.
Yeah.
Really nice people over there.
Yeah, it's a good group of guys. Go ahead, guys.
When it does come up to measuring up against the competition, where do you feel that your best attribute when it comes to either your racecraft, your riding ability, or however you're going to stack up against the 30 guys that should all be top 10 that you're about to have to race in Paula? Where do you think is the best thing that you do?
I don't really know yet, right? Because I've raced with amateur kids the whole 6 years, right? So, and most of these dudes, like I'm about to be racing with dudes like Levi and Thrasher and all these guys that I've never raced before. So, I guess that's just gonna have to be something that I'm gonna have to figure out. I guess that it's kind of like the unknown, So I think as it goes, along, I'm gonna have to find out exactly what my strengths and weaknesses are. I think right now my strengths would be that I'm young and dumb, right? So, and just to see how long it lasts is probably it's probably what I got going right now.
Fair enough.
It's not always a good thing, the young and dumb part, but yeah, we gotta keep our head on our shoulders. Did you have one, TJ?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are you with the A group practicing?
Yeah, I'm with the A group.
Yeah, you're practicing with the top of the class, so it's not like when you roll up there, it's the first time you race somebody fast. You do it every day out there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be riding with all the guys and get a feel for them, and then hopefully, when I go to the race and I'm behind either whoever it is, that I'm riding with throughout the week, I'm like, oh, hey, it's like a just regular day at the practice track. So,
is that club deal part of a team deal,
That's where Phoenix trains.
I know that, but I'm saying, is Phoenix covering that? Is that something you have to cover?
Yeah, no, Phoenix pays for all of it, so we're all able to go ride there and everything.
Awesome.
Okay, a couple more things. We're gonna let you go. Do you know your race number yet?
Yeah, I just got it today. It's a 486 rookie Sexton.
All right, 486. I like it. I think Levi should have just given you the 47 back because the AK-47 just works. But It's all right.
LK47.
Yeah,
You
no,
have to earn
AK-47 works better.
You have to earn anything under 100.
I was joking.
I know. I was making it.
I was joking. Okay, give me your expectations, Aiden, for Paula, and then just the season. Like, what? Not necessarily. Oh, I want to get a top 10 or whatever, but just the whole season as a whole. What do you want to accomplish besides the points to get the next contract?
I think the whole thing throughout the season I want to accomplish is obviously make all the motos, right? I think that's a big deal for me because it's a long summer. I've never raced a series. I mean, these 1 week Loretta's or Minios or whatever, is not the same as a 3-month series, So I think making it every week into the races, doing all the laps, being consistent, not fading 15 minutes into the moto, and learning how to dig is obviously going to be one of my main goals, just because I haven't really learned how to suffer through anything long, because all we have at amateur races are these 7-lap races and then you're done for the day. So yeah, I think just making all the rounds through all the summer and just being consistent is probably my main goal.
I like it.
When your dad was on Pope last night talking about your new ride and everything, and he was kind of making it where he's not one of these, I think he said raw dads or something like that, where he doesn't want to be overly involved. He doesn't want to try to sway anything because of his influence or what he does. But when it does come to your program, now that you are a professional, what areas do you want to have to rely on him for, and where in your program do you want him to be involved the most?
I honestly, I still want him to be involved in all of it. I mean, there's not certain parts that I want him to be less involved in. I mean, he's pretty good at dipping his foot in, and when he needs to say what he needs to say, and when he doesn't, let me do my own thing. But I think the biggest thing that I'm probably going to rely on him the most is probably my bike setup, just because he's been there, he's done that. I mean, he's the best test rider in the industry, right? So I think that's where I'm going to need him the most. But yeah, he's really good at like I said, when to dip in and when to dip out and let me do my own thing. But yeah, no, I'm going to need him a lot this summer in just every aspect of it.
Yeah, well, there's the real question is, if you guys do find a little secret with the bike, then now are we keeping that under the vest? Are we sharing that with the rest of the Phoenix team, or how we handling that?
Oh no, I don't. Obviously, I'm the rat on the team, right? I'm the new guy, so of course I'm gonna help Gavin and Colin and them. I'm not gonna be an a-hole and gatekeep all of the goods away from everybody else too, right? Just because I don't want to be that guy. So of course, if I find some, I'd have Gavin try it or somebody else try it.
Well, yeah. I've known Gavin since he was little. You don't have to be nice to him. Just letting you know. Hey, I got a serious question. We've all heard your dad all over the place, and I've been listening to you. You haven't been using the term "look it." Does your dad say it that much just because he's trolling everybody, or is that just part of his vernacular?
Honestly, I haven't in it, the podcast terms, I do hear him say it a lot, but outside of that, I haven't heard him say it, honestly. I mean, maybe it's just because I live with the dang guy and
I think he's
I just got used to it.
I think he's saying it a whole bunch on the podcast just because he's just being funny.
Maybe he might be. I don't know. You never know with that guy these days. So he might be.
He's not smart enough to think about that. Okay, no. Aiden, before I let you go, I got one more thing, but I do want to tell you again, I'm proud of you. I love you, little man. I'm really, really stoked for you. And, I just want to see you do your best, man. I want to see you go to make the most of it, not do anything stupid, and I'm excited for it.
Thank you, bud. I really appreciate it. I love you too, man. And you're going to you better come to Paula now. You got a reason to come now.
I know. I don't think I can, but we'll try to figure it out. I want to. But before I let you go, the Jalik Instagram story, bro, he worked you, man.
Hey, man. All right, and
I have the full video, by the way. I have the full video.
I trust me, I know, but just know there's about 8 more of those in me and Jalik's phone. So I'm pretty sure I did get him once or twice, but most of the time he rocked me. So
yeah.
No, but it's good. I miss that guy. I love that guy. He's like my big brother. So I miss him.
Yeah, that's cool. He's a good kid. And I know, you've had besides your dad, you've had a lot of other really I guess, positive people in your corner, whether it be working with Marchbanks a little bit and Brock Tickle, and you've had a lot of guys kind of have your back and show you the ropes even besides your dad. So I do think you have some really good opportunities coming up, and I'm looking forward to seeing you make the most of them.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And yeah, Brock's been a huge help. He's still going to be my trainer this whole summer, and still going to train with Garrett when I come back to Cali in between Paula and Hangtown, and Stopwatch too. I leave Friday to go back home for the week to race Stopwatch. So I'm excited to get back home and ride with Garrett and Brock and see all my guys again.
Good deal. Ayden, thank you for doing this, man. Honestly, I know when you're on your dad's podcast, he kind of gives you crap because you don't say much or you kind of mumble or whatever. You're getting a lot better at doing these interviews too, so that's a good thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, because I don't know what it is about his podcast. Maybe just because it's my dad.
Yeah. It's just a comfort level. You're at your house. It's not, you don't take it quite as serious, but thanks for doing this, and we will stay in touch and talk to you real soon, buddy.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I look forward to doing these with you all the time. So thank you for having me on. And it's been fun.
We'll send you a contract for the MotoXpod sticker deal soon.
Let me know. Let me know.
Okay, man. See you, buddy. Bye.
All right, later, guys.
Later. That's Ayden Keefer tonight, brought to you by Race Tech. Man, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I really do believe he's got the potential to be like a top 15 kid, probably somewhere in there. Certainly get points.
I guess I haven't paid enough attention to where he was and who the competition was at those times, so I don't know. But he's definitely at the right place to maximize his potential.
I agree. I think the blackout kind of joke thing and keeping his head on straight is going to be the key. Somebody, gets into him, somebody kind of slows him down. If he's got to stay calm and just push through and ride the way he can ride, and I do think he'll start building the experience and the knowledge and do well and get the points he needs. I find it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just think he'll score points.
And Niall Diggs on the chat said that we could add some Dairy Queen coupons to the sticker deal.
Yeah.
The sticker deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out. Let's do X brand emails. I haven't heard back from Ayden Shive yet, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna do.
When you were getting the next call or the first guest on, you said, "Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Ayden." And as I was writing this down, I was like, I didn't know which Ayden to write.
Shit. I have listener questions for Ayden Keefer. Let me see if he'll answer back.
Okay.
Yeah, because we got time. I'm just going to hang on. We're gonna have a moment of silence here.
Basically, just cold call him. What was
Ayden, you there?
Cold calling people.
I'm here.
Hey, man, I forgot I had some listener questions.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Take two.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep rolling for a minute if you're okay with that.
Run it. Let's go.
All right, Ayden, this is for Ayden Shive. Sorry, there's a couple different Aydens tonight. Let me find the ones for you. Ayden Keefer, what was it like to going to talk about getting out of your contract? So you sort of touched on it a little bit, but your dad made you be a man with this. So, like, how nervous were you, or were you pretty comfortable because you know Ryan and the boys pretty well? But yeah, that's still a tough thing to go say, hey, I am changing direction.
Oh no, I was very nervous. I mean, especially going into Ryan's office. Like I think I've been to Ryan's office one time, and that was like 2-3 years ago. So no, I was very nervous, and especially in the Fox one. Wasn't really nervous. I was more just sad, just because.
Yeah.
Alex is he's become a mentor to me. So, and I knew that he was going to be bummed out, but he was pretty stoked on me. Obviously, he was a little bummed out, but he was stoked. So I was a little bummed, but not really nervous to go to Cali.
And yeah, and I know you're happy to have this deal, but look, a lot of people have this dream of someday riding for Fox. And I know that was something that you were very excited about. So you got to do it for a little while, and yeah, that's a big deal. So, you're shifting gears, but it was something you kind of dreamed about.
Yeah, no, for sure it was. And Fox was always a brand that I wanted to be a part of ever since I was a little kid. And then when I got the opportunity to be a part of it, I was stoked, and then I had to leave it. So, yeah. But they will always, all the guys and the Fox brand itself will always be embedded in my heart. That'll always be home to me. So I'm very appreciative of Kenny giving me the opportunity when he was there, and Matt And then when Alex came on to be my guy, built a good relationship with him. So all those guys will all be family to me.
Awesome. That question came from Patrick B657. Thanks for that. He also did your dad go with you? And like he wasn't there, right? He made you go alone.
Nope, I was by myself.
Yeah. All right, last one here. This is from a Hudson Short 229. Never heard of him.
Oh God.
Ask Ayden if he's happy he fulfilled the blood doc.
Yes, very happy I fulfilled the blood doc. Like I said, it was a big relief off of my chest and for sure my parents' chest too.
Yeah, for sure.
And their pocketbooks.
Yep.
Yep.
And my mom just walked in the door. You got anything from my mom too over here?
Yeah. Let me put Heather on the phone for a minute.
Mom, come here.
Yeah, I'm curious whether her stress level's up.
Yeah,
higher
yeah,
or
for
lower.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, here she is. She's
All right.
scared and bedding.
I just walked up 4 flights of stairs. Hello, boys.
Mrs. Keefer, how are we?
I'm a bit tired. I just lugged a bunch of stuff up some stairs.
Bit tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I feel tired. But I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. So I'm sure you heard Chris on Pulp the other night and, talking about your credential and where are you at?
Listen.
TJ,
The picture that he posted is ridiculous. He needs to stop, or Steve, whoever did that. That is not Paula attire, first of all.
right?
I will not be dressed like that. So everyone just needs to calm down.
When Ayden fulfills his points, gets the points and gets a contract for next year, and we roll into the first round of East Coast Supercross next year, you're going to roll in with the team jacket and the credential on the outside, and you're gonna be bougie.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
My credential will be tucked in my pocket, and I will probably stay back at the truck like Handmaker's mom and pace the entire time.
Right. Okay. Yeah. TJ, go ahead and ask your question.
Well, my question was, is the stress level now higher than it was when he was like doing his own amateur thing, or was it higher then? Like where are we at?
Honestly, this is more of a relief, just because I'm coming out of Supercross, and that just every time I watch this kid ride Supercross, I think I lost a year of my life. So not because he's bad at it, just because we know the risk of riding Supercross. It's really dangerous and it's really scary, and you don't want to see your kid get hurt. So my stress level has calmed down, but I'm sure come Paula, it'll be ramped back up again. But
that's going to change. Because as he gets better at Supercross, the speeds of the outdoors coming from another moto parent, that's scarier to me watching my kid do the speeds of outdoors than riding a soupy track.
I don't know. I think just because I've watched him ride moto for so long, like I used to get kind of nervous when I'd go to the track with them and watch them ride moto. And then it was way worse when I went to Supercross. And now that we've been back at moto, it's a lot less calming. So
there you go.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I mean, obviously I'm going to have nerves because I'm his mom and I want to see him do good. So,
well, before we let you go, just talk about how proud of him you are. I think as a mom, you should have a chance to express that. He's worked hard. Yes, he's got a lot of opportunities because of Chris, but he also has had to work his butt off to fulfill. He wasn't going to keep those opportunities if he didn't do the work.
Correct. I'm really proud of him. I mean, I know some people are probably going to talk shit and say that he got this because of his dad. And let's face it, like you said, if it wasn't for his dad, he wouldn't have some of the opportunities that he has. But now he actually gets that chance to show people what he's been trying to show people for the last couple of years, that when he's had injuries and hasn't been able to show people. So yeah, I'm really proud. I think honestly, it hasn't really set in. Like the other day, him and I were driving. I'm like, oh shit, you have to race Levi Kitchen and McAdoo. I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. But you just he just has to go out there and go it's just another kid. It's another racer, right? It's just another guy.
That's what Chris tells him. He's like, you need to not jersey read, don't jersey read. And I'm like,
that's what I do.
Yeah, man, just don't jersey read. It's bad.
For sure.
No, I'm so proud of him. I'm really excited to see how he does this summer, and it's going to be a good summer.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We just need him to stay healthy and keep his head on straight, right? I mean, just like that's what we were saying. We let him go and we called him back for something. But, yeah, I think if he's smart, he doesn't black out, as the guys have said, and just he'll learn and he'll get his points, and I think he'll show people that he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. So I'm excited. I'm proud. It's going to be a good summer.
All right.
I really like North Carolina. It's really nice out here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, once you get out of California, well, outside of West Texas, even once you get to East Texas and farther east, it gets really pretty, really nice. A lot of good tracks. It's a good place.
Well, Chris asked us yesterday. We were driving around, and he's like, "Well, what do you like better? Do you like Georgia or North Carolina?" I'm like, honestly, I kind of like North Carolina better than Georgia. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Georgia.
Yeah.
I love where our house is. I love our house there, but I really like North Carolina.
Well, Chris may be moving again. Or just
buy
you
a never
house.
know.
He makes enough to buy a third house.
I've already been looking at like apartments and stuff, but it probably won't happen. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, PNH. It's PNH now. Thanks for jumping on here with us. And
no problem.
Tell Ayden again that we love him and we can't wait to see what he does at Paula.
I will tell him. Thanks for having us, boys. Have a good night.
You got it. You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. That is Ayden Keefer and Heather Keefer, brought to you by Race Tech. Yeah, let's do these X brand emails real quick. Let's see, and we'll try to get Ayden on the phone. Ayden Shive on the phone. The other Ayden. With X brand goggles, vision is your advantage. Engineered for clarity, comfort, and durability. I believe Ayden's going to be an X brand, actually. Clarity, comfort, and durability. X brand goggles keep you your focus sharp through roost, rain, and ruts. Trusted by champions, built for every rider. Crystal clear optics and all-day comfort. Because every second counts, visit eksbrand.com. X brand emails tonight. First one I got here is from Tim West. Question for the panel. I think that's us three.
We're a panel?
Us three. I've raced 3 local off-road races this year so far, and every race leaves me with palm blisters from hell. I am looking at purchasing some palm savers to try under my gloves, but wonder if there were any tricks of the trade you guys use to help prevent blisters while racing. I don't get any arm pump in my 90-plus minute race, so don't believe it's my grips causing it. I also run a pillow top grip, but will still get blisters.
I was about to say, lock on Renthal Comfort Series grip because.
Yep.
But if he says he's already running a pillow top, that prevents me from getting blisters. When I ride the like a waffle or a half waffle or anything like that, I always get blisters. But with the pillow top, I don't on my palms. So I don't know.
I don't really get blisters when I'm riding moto or riding a lot, but when I've done the GNCC races, I do start getting a little bit just because it's so long on the bike.
TJ will hate on this, but he might want. I don't. If he's not, he might want to look at grip donuts.
Depends on where it's getting.
If they're on the inside of your.
Yeah, just cut your bars down.
Huh?
If you're getting like what do you call it, blisters on the end of your hand,
like between your thumb and
pointer or whatever. That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Then you cut your bars down.
I understand your point, but that's not what I'm getting at. If he, yes, that does prevent blisters here on your inside of your thumb.
Yep.
But if he also has those, you have more ability to hold onto that because you're not worried about getting blisters there. So it relieves the rest of your hand from having to hold on as much. At least that's why I like them so much.
I have worn palm savers when I race the GNCCs. I just throw them on there. I don't know how much they actually do.
Yeah, I've never used them. I've seen those.
But I don't know if they do much, to be honest, Tim, but I use them. And as far as any other tricks, I would say just got to ride more. But if you're doing a bunch of off-road, well, you haven't done that many. So I just think 2 hours on the bike or hour and a half, 2 hours on the bike is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do that consistently to build up the calluses.
Yeah.
If you don't do it that much, you should have a few months in between. I don't know that there's a lot you can do.
Yeah. It may be the way be his riding position. He may need to move his levers, maybe move your levers up a little bit. If they're real down, then you're having to reach a lot, and that's going to cause maybe be a little more relaxed. Maybe pull the bars down a little bit. I don't know if I find a more relaxed setting.
I can't help with this because being a mechanic, my hands are like leather anyways.
Yeah.
You
haven't seen a blister in years, huh?
But I do get them on. I will get them on the edges if I don't ride enough. And
well, just cut your bars down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I don't ride enough and I'm holding on like too tight, the bars. But,
Too bad. If only there was a $3 grip donut that you could put on your bike to prevent that.
I've run those. I don't feel like they help.
They don't.
Or hit. I just don't feel like they do much of anything.
I disagree.
I could be wrong. I just don't.
Take them off and see if you get blisters on the inside.
I don't. I really never run them. I've run them a few times, but not much. So I didn't feel any difference. But I don't know. But I don't think I ran them in an off-road race either. So
years ago, a buddy of mine named Shane Thorne taught me how to set bars up. Like you put the handlebars on before you put anything on. Just put the handlebars on, close your eyes and reach out and grab the bars. And wherever your hands land, that's the width you need your bars at.
Mm.
And if you do that, then you won't get any blisters on anyways.
I never cut my bars down because I don't feel like doing the work of cutting my bars down. Like, I got to cut one side. Oh, I got to cut the other side exactly the same. And yep, I'm out.
I mean,
The good
if
thing
he's
about
doing
Renthals, they have little marks.
Yeah, I know. I know.
if he's doing off road stuff, he should have some cut down bars. Because I've done some cross country races with moto bars on it, and it's a fucking nightmare.
gnarly.
The first,
Gnarly.
was it the first?
You can't make it through some of the
Second.
trees.
I know.
You lose a lot
The
of time not
second-
having cut down bars.
GNCC I did was on Zacho's practice bike, and it had like the bars were real narrow, and everything was set up for a little short dude. Sucked. Yeah, it was,
Yeah, but the narrow doesn't have anything to do with his height. That's for getting
no,
in
but
out
it was
trees.
just all set up way
Yeah.
different than I would set it
Yeah.
up. Okay, let's do one more before we try to call Ayden Shive. This is from our guy Phil Smeltzer. He actually sent a couple in, I believe. This one says, "This championship sucks."
What?
What?
Hear me out. I think
wrong
all
already.
fans are going to be bummed either way for the loser. I think if there was an option to share the title, we all would pick that. Laugh out loud. I'm a Kenny guy just because after 2 different injuries, a surgeon told Kenny, you won't be able to get it to eat a meal with a fork and knife again 2 times. But he came back, and just to race is incredible. The mental part, I don't think people can even comprehend how hard that was, let alone be so close to a title. Hunter being overshadowed by Jet and was written off when really Hunter created Jet in a way. And the weirdest part of it all, Kenny's dad brought Hunter, but I think he meant brought Hunter and Jet's family a trailer. Bought Hunter and Jet's family a trailer to live in. Dude,
Just read
If
their
you-
email.
there's commas where they don't belong.
Oh
There's
my
spaces.
God.
he
Oh
can't,
my God.
He
hard.
can't look
Look,
past it.
How are you supposed to read a sentence when it's punctuated wrong? It's-
reading it. Just
I'm trying.
He's yelling now.
Yeah.
Kenny's dad bought Hunter, and Jet's family a trailer to live in. Sorry, Phil. These guys, man, it's their fault. Live and gave them
Okay.
money to live off of. In Europe, they were scraping by trying to make it. It's just a crazy year and fun and sad at the same time. This year will be hard to forget. So he was being sarcastic in the beginning.
I get it. We can
Okay, man.
We got
clues.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? F you guys.
Oh, I don't understand why he gets so
Wow.
mad. He gets so
Get out of my
upset.
house. Leave.
I did say that
Can you wait
earlier.
till after the show?
Okay, there we
No,
go.
there it is. Yeah.
But he's right though. I think this will go down because I don't think if either one of them wins, anybody's going to be like it's going to be an equal bummed and happy. Does that make sense? Like there's not going to be
Yeah.
anybody out there like, thank God that dude didn't win.
Okay. Good point. I have said I agree. I don't think anybody could be upset with if either one of them win. I did ask Eli this question. So in the pre-recorded interview, it's pretty good stuff. But maybe two guys, Cooper Webb. How do you think he feels about Kenny? Because, they had their stuff back in, 17, 18? Do you think they're still holding on to that at all? Because I feel like
He wasn't too fond of him in the Philly post-race scrum.
I think we went in front of what people were saying.
I feel like that's just the race mode of Coop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope. Like, do you think they're still holding on to that drama at all?
Bro,
I love Coop, man, but like if you're still holding on to that,
dude,
or Kenny, vice versa, like
What,
they
what
may
drama?
have to hold on to it while they're
well, I'm not gonna
competitors.
get- yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
Go ahead.
No, what you say? No, for real.
When the second injury happened, when him and Coop got together and their arm went up, that was because there's a problem between the two of them
You're right.
in the personal world.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't want to
yeah, I got
put
you.
any credence to it. It doesn't
I
matter.
forgot
It's a long
about
time
that
ago.
till you said that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
you're
So that's why I
right.
was like, do you think that's still held on to, or will Coop be like, hell yeah, good for him?
No,
I think while
mean-
they're competitors, he won't.
Yeah.
But if you look at Chad Reed and Stewart, they're kind of buddies now.
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
You have to hold on to it while there's
They're
a couple
still
people in this
competing, yeah.
world that I wouldn't piss on if they were on fire, but when I was racing some people, I felt that way towards them, and then after all the racing, I could hang out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, Coop, questionable if he'd be happy for Kenny. Anybody else, like when you think about it, is anybody else like at that,
I just think
can't
when you're a
really-
competitor, you're just like, damn it, I should have won that. They're all gonna feel that.
Okay, true. But I believe,
Barsha will be happy.
I believe if Hunter wins, Kenny will be like, good job, man. Like, honestly,
Yes.
and vice versa. I think they're those kind of guys
classic.
where they're not
Absolutely.
going to be pissed. They're going to be upset. They're going to
They'll
be bummed
They'll be pissed at home. They won't be pissed out.
at themselves, but not at like, it's like, okay, 3 or 4 years ago, what year when Coop won and Kenny went at it for the title and Coop won, like if Kenny had won, Coop would be like, F that guy, and probably vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the situation this year. I think
Right.
they're both
Yeah.
pretty cool with each other.
I think if you had told Ken 4, 5, 6 years, 6, 7 years ago, however far you want to go back,
Yeah.
that he would be, like TJ said, after the doctor told him he wouldn't eat with a fork and knife again. If they told him
that
that,
was the email.
oh whatever,
Phil.
but if you told him that and then he got to this point where you told him you're going to be in a championship, a chance to win the Supercross championship, where you're going to have a 1-point lead going into the final round with a chance to win the championship, he takes that all day long. And I think he'll look back at the end of the day and be like, look, like even if I don't win it, or if I didn't win it, then I still was close. And I thought I would never be in this position again. So to be here is just a blessing in its own. And I can rest my hat on that. And I think Hunter can also say, like, well, this is only my second year in the 450 class. If I don't win it, I got more chances to do it. The fact that I'm here and in this point, that's a win too. So like they can both find wins even in losing it.
Yeah, I agree.
I have something that's kind of on the subject but off. But I've been listening to all the reviews, all the podcasts around just to see if somebody else will bring this up. If Kenny loses this championship by less than 5 points, can we blame the Kickstarter?
Oh, because of earlier this year?
Because of Seattle? Because
Well,
Seattle,
if he does lose it, it'll probably be less than 5 points.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. If he loses it by less than 5 points, then if he'd have got his bike up, he had his bike up before what's it called? Hunter. He had his bike up. But let's just say he finished right behind Hunter. That was a 5-point difference swing. If he does not win the championship this year and loses it by less than 5 points, I think the blame is 100% on.
Not 100. It could be on a start from another
I
race.
mean,
where
But
he
you get what
didn't
I'm
finish.
saying. Like you can go to
It didn't
this
help.
point. You can go to this point
Yeah.
where an equipment failure. That's what it was. It was failure to start the equipment.
He could also say that he should have held on better and not been in the position to where he was getting in past. And
Well, I mean, he was racing the best he could do. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if he loses
No,
for
yeah, I
less
see
than
what you're
5
saying.
points, yeah, that's what it is.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can fully put it on that. I think I don't. But our next guest of the night's on the line tonight. He's going to be brought to you by Guts Racing. Grip, control, and confidence. Elevate your ride with Guts Racing seat covers. And trusted by top pros and everyday riders alike. Designed for maximum traction and durability, Guts seat covers keep you locked in when the track gets rough and the stakes get high. Visit gutsracing.com. Let them know the MotoXpod sent you tonight. Guts Racing brings us from the Gizmo Racing Yamaha team, Ayden Shive. What's up, Ayden?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going good, man. Glad to. I think this is the first time we've ever actually met. So yeah, it's nice to meet you, and thanks for doing this.
Yeah, man, no worries.
So second year as a pro in pro Supercross, right? I think you raced outdoors a couple years ago, but second year in Supercross.
Yep.
So how did this?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, yes, sir.
This Gizmo Racing Yamaha deal came together towards the end of a few months ago, right? Because you were with HBI Racing to start the season. How did that deal come about?
Yeah. So it came about the last of the season. Yeah, my uncle ended up getting hurt. He's my Uncle Donnie. He does like he's my mechanic. We do all the racing together.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting hurt, and I didn't have a bike that was running right at that time. And so with him out the picture, I didn't have a mechanic. I didn't have a bike running right.
Oh, wow.
And then Conrad ended up reaching out to my Uncle Donnie, and then, we just had some conversations, and then they brought me aboard.
Yeah, so your Uncle Donnie, I was reading a little bit about this. He's like your practice mechanic, truck driver, pretty much your support system, it sounds like, for your pro career and probably your amateur career too, I would guess.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Is he the one that got you into riding? And is that kind of where the love for it came from? or was this a?
Yeah, he got me into riding whenever I was 3. So, and then ever since we've been doing doing it together. So
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you grew up in Dade City, I believe.
yes, sir.
So, what did your uncle Donnie race too? And was that just like his passion, and then you kind of just followed suit?
Yeah, he grew up doing everything with like motorsports. You know, like he raced. He did street bike racing or stunts.
Oh,
And yeah, so he did all that stuff growing up, and then just kind of came down to me.
and when you said 3, right? So, how old were you your first race?
I want to believe I was 4 or 5.
And was it instantly
So-
like, this is what I want to do every weekend?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was, like a kid in a candy store. Like I loved it. I always wanted to ride and never grew apart from it. So
As a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, were you watching Supercross and following? I don't know who it would have been at the time, whether it be Eli Tomac or whoever. Were you kind of like, were you the fanboy, going to the races, trying to get autographs, all that stuff?
oh yeah, I love watching the races when I was a kid. James Stewart was my favorite.
Okay. Have you had a chance to meet him?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I
since you've been
actually
racing?
met him in 2011 Daytona.
Yeah.
I think it was that year he jumped the wall.
Oh yeah.
Ended up crashing. It was that year at Daytona.
Nice. What's it like now being one of those guys though? When you go down the line and you see the Eli Tomacs or the, whatever, the Hayden Degans, whatever, these superstar riders, and you're rolling up and lining up next to some of these guys, is it still a little bit awe-inspiring? Is it intimidating? How does it feel?
No, I mean, definitely it's just like such an unreal feeling. I mean, especially like my first ever Supercross race. I was down there in the tunnel and you had all the top dogs down there for what do you call it? All the 450s were down there and stuff, and it was crazy to see everyone that you looked up to racing. And it's just like, man, this is, it was insane.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, look, I felt that way kind of when I first started doing media, where I was like, oh, wow, these are like my heroes. And it'd be 10 times more that if I was on the same track and having to see the lights and the fans. So yeah, I can only imagine the pressure and the anxiety and the excitement, all that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's even now to this day, it's still crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so going back though to the beginning, you raced for HBI Racing. That's kind of what's the difference between a team like HBI and Gizmo? Like, how much more support do you have?
So back in 24, the HBI team was basically, I guess you can say, sort of on the team I'm on now.
Uh-huh.
Like we had a full semi, we had a truck driver, we had race bike, practice bike, mechanics. And then the following year, we kind of downgraded a bit to just me and Cole Bradford on the team and just my uncle taking us to it. And then we just kind of doing it out of around our money to a point. Matt, the team owner HBI, helped us. And then, and we just kind of hustled it a lot. And then, yeah, it's a lot different really from going from like kind of doing it by yourself to a team like this. So you already have a bike at the race, you have gear, you have a mechanic, you kind of have all that stress kind of taken off of you. Really, you just show up to the race and then, you have everything lined out for you. It's pretty good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and I've had the opportunity to meet your team manager Bobby a few times, and what I've noticed about him is how proud he is of his riders and how much he goes to bat for you guys, and like he genuinely enjoys seeing you guys succeed. And it's really cool to have a team manager and not saying that others don't, but that's that involved. What's it like after you have the results that you've had lately and get to experience that jubilation with Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you put all the hard work in, and then you finally get to see, some action happen. Like you put all this work in, you're like, oh man, is something gonna come about? Like, when is this ball gonna, get rolling? And then once that finally happens, it's kind of like of a relief, but then also kind of adds a little bit of stress because now you have a group of guys that believe in you, and now you got to go out there and perform and keep performing so you can prove to them that, hey, I do belong here. And no, I mean, Bobby's awesome, Conrad's awesome, and I'm happy that they believe in me, and I just want to prove to them that, hey, you guys made the right choice.
So originally, I believe it was a fill-in line. I think for Freddie, maybe. Are you on the team for outdoors too? Is your deal going forward?
I had a talk with Bobby last weekend, and so they do have a full rider lineup for outdoors. He was like, "Hey, I don't know what's your plans for outdoors," and I'm like, my plan was just gonna do 2, maybe 3 by my own. But he was like, if anyone gets hurt, would you be willing to step in and race? And I'm like, yeah, 100%. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with that.
So will you still try to do, like you said, do 2 or 3? Were they going to be West Coast rounds, or were they going to be like later on when you get closer to you?
No, it would be like the East Coast rounds.
Okay.
Probably a few, so like probably Red Bud, Southwick, and maybe Millville.
Okay. The reason I asked that is like, will you go to Paula, do the first 3 and kind of see, oh, well, maybe somebody, we don't want anybody to get hurt, but if they do, then you're already ready to go. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's the last thing I want, someone to get hurt. But if that comes about, I'll be ready to race, hopefully everyone does stay healthy. So, but
will you be back on a KTM when you're doing your own thing, or will you try to get a Yamaha so that you're at least on the same OEM?
No, I'll be on a Yamaha. I have a practice bike right now, and they were like, "Hey, just practice on that for a while, and then so if I decide to race, I'll probably end up racing this practice bike, get it all freshened up if it was on by myself." But.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, at least you're on the same OEM.
Yeah, so you said you named off some tracks that you were looking forward to just racing on your own, and one of them you said, did I hear you say Southwick?
Yes, sir.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, I've been there once, I believe, once.
So you obviously like sand if you're going to Southwick then?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's the sand track? Isn't there a sand track near Dade City that
Croom is out
Croom,
there?
Right? Is that?
Yeah, Croom. Yeah, Croom's pretty sick.
Do you go out there and just hit the trails out there, or just?
Yeah, I do every once in a while. More like kind of like on a off season when it's a little cooler. It's pretty fun to go out there with a couple of the boys and go hit some trails.
I was watching a video of some guys that were doing some bike testing, and they were hitting those trails out there at Croom, and I'm like, I like sand and those trails, and I was like, man, I don't think I would ever come home. I would just keep riding.
Fall in love with it?
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
it's awesome, especially after a day of rain. It's money.
No, but it's perfect, yeah. Wispy sand's not that great, but a pretty wet sand is the best.
Ayden, are you at the dog pound all the time? I know I saw some photos of you being out there. Is that where you train?
Yes, sir.
What are you picking up from those boys, man? Some of the best, right? We got one. Hunter might be about to win a title, but riding with guys like that and being able to kind of watch and listen and pick up, I'm sure you've learned a lot.
Oh yeah, man. There's endless stuff you can learn. Like you think you're doing something, and then you think you're doing something right, and then you can have one of the guys out there watch you, and they'll nitpick you, and you'll be like, "Oh man, you're right. I wasn't even thinking about that." And it's like what they're saying is right, but like you weren't even thinking about that to begin with. And it's like, oh man, like just from them even watching you and you being able to watch them, like you learn so much stuff, man. It's insane.
Yeah, watching those guys, obviously Jet and Hunter are really good at finding like interesting lines, like pre-jumping, breaking bumps into corners and stuff like that. Is that something where you see those guys do that and you're like, I need to go try that?
Yeah, some stuff's like kind of stupid, like but in a good way, It's like, man, how can they do some stuff like that? And it's just like, it's pretty insane to do. Like there's some stuff I'll pick up on and then slowly try to do, or I just naturally do it. But then there's some stuff I'm just like, bro, like, yeah, right. I don't even think Tomac or one of the greats could do that. It's just insane.
Yeah, TJ, you asked that question. And my line of thinking was Jet or Hunter saying, "Oh, I see you doing this. You should do this." I'm like going, "I can't do that." yeah, you can do that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So when you like, has there been situations where you're watching them do something and like you go try it and you just can't figure out how to do it and they show you, or how does that work out?
Yeah, no, I mean, all the time, dude. Like in the whoops, there's times where in the rhythms where I'm just like, I can't really get it. You know, there was a time, I think it was, maybe a little while ago, I was trying to do a rhythm and I just couldn't do it. And it was just, I just needed some confidence and from the boys, you know, to hype me up a bit. And
right.
once they do that, you know, you kind of like, all right, well, if they believe in me, you know, why shouldn't I? And just stuff like that, you know?
Well, I didn't know that you were training with them, and it makes a lot of sense because watching you on the track, you seem to be very good about greasing the downsides of the rhythm sections and not clicking the back wheel as like a lot of guys do. Is that something that y'all work on out there? Because those boys are really good at it too.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, you know, I've just gotten better. And me being out there at the compound, at the dog pound, dude, helped me a lot. Like, just watching them, if you just watch them and what they do, you literally get to sit there and study the best riders in the world. And then once you do that and you do it whenever you ride, it just all together just works awesome. So
I just love the fact that he's like watching them do stuff and he's like Tomac couldn't do that. How are y'all doing that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ayden, I got a couple more for you. I was looking through your Instagram, and I think in Denver you had a press day crash. Is that right?
Yep.
How you gonna throw a big ass whip like that and then crash? Come on, man.
Hey, that's what I said, man. I wasn't getting saucy off that triple all day. On that last lap, I decided to throw some heat, and it bit me. I don't know, man.
I feel like that's the kind of thing when you get back to the dog pound on Monday, the boys are like, come on, man. Do they rib you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it just Jet today gave me some shit today about it. I'm like, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
just tell it at least
it happened so quick.
Right.
Just say at least you were at the race.
Yeah, exactly. Let's stop racing.
Yeah.
The other thing I got for you real quick is just going back to the beginning of the season. I forgot this. Kellen Brower reminded me that you were the one that got clipped by Duff's pit board and cost him $500, man. Just take us through that. Probably got you a little publicity at least.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what race it was. Maybe it was the second race of the Triple Crown. And
A2, I think.
Houston.
Yeah, it's just that whole section was set up for something bad to happen, you know.
Right.
We jumped off that single and we landed so close to that mechanics area, and I know that I think Deegan was behind me, and I saw the blue flag, so I went to move over, and I was taking that line the whole night. And yeah, I guess Duffy didn't see me and then just left it out too early or too late, and yeah, ended up clipping my whole, I guess you can say, top of my front fender to my knuckle on my right hand, and hit my face, hit my helmet, and hit like kind of like how you smack a branch.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Went back like that. But yeah, my uncle wasn't too happy about that after the moto, you know.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean,
nah.
Yeah, things happen. People get heated. It just is what it is. It's all good now, I'm sure. So, but
yeah, no, it happens. I mean, he came to apologize after. You know, if I would have crashed, then maybe it would have been, you know, different story for sure. But nah, it was all good at the end of the day.
Nice. Well, Ayden, dude, it's really been cool to get a chance to get to meet you a little bit, and I'll see you this weekend. Actually, I'll come by the truck and say hi to you. I've never met you face to face, so yeah, definitely come by, shake your hand, and say what's up.
Yeah, sweet. I appreciate it, and I want to shout out a sponsor.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so for the rest of the season, we got Onyx Off Road. You ever heard about them?
Oh yeah, the maps.
Bro,
yeah.
I use them every weekend.
Oh yeah. So they ended up sponsoring me whenever I was with HBI, and we switched, and then they ended up tagging along with Gizmo. And yeah, we have a promo code actually on onyxmaps.com. All you got to do is type in Gizmo, and you get to save $20 on
Gizmo?
20% on membership. Yep.
Type in Gizmo, saves $20, huh?
20%.
Sorry.
20 bucks would be basically your whole membership.
Is that what it is? Nice.
It's not bad. Yeah.
You know what? I've been meaning to sign up for that. I'm going to use that promo code tonight. You got one tonight.
I'm
I'll
get
sign
it
up
too.
tonight.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Yeah. No, we had a truck out there in Denver of the Onyx Off-Road, so it was pretty cool.
Do you get to go hit trails and actually use the app that much?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's cool.
It's been, I haven't went in a while, but no, it's a badass app. So
yeah, I travel around and use it all the time. Like I'll plan my trips, like where I'm going somewhere. I'll look in the area of Onyx and find some trails to go ride while I'm in the area.
Sweet. It's funny.
Heck yeah.
Jason Wygant promotes that every week on the PulpMX review show, and I've never I don't know if he has a code or not. I've never signed up, but I'm going to do it tonight because of Ayden. So that works, man. Onyx Maps, Gizmo, use Gizmo code to save 20%. That's cool. Ayden, dude, really appreciate you jumping on here with us tonight. And yeah, I'll come by and say hi this weekend.
Yeah, sweet. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You got it. Talk to you soon, man.
Yep. Take it easy.
That's Ayden Shive, Gizmo Racing Yamaha. Brought to you tonight by Guts Racing.
I got a really dumb question. We have a Gizmo Mods around here, right? Isn't that
not that I'm aware of?
There's that truck that guy who has it goes to the local races. It says Gizmo Mods.
Maybe it's just an old Gizmo Mods truck or something.
I don't know that I've ever seen
Maybe he
that.
just
I really
likes
don't know what you're
Gizmo.
talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It does sound kind of dumb but it's probably not. Maybe
to the Onyx thing, I went riding with TJ to trails that we didn't know, and it's like the whole time that he's got a map, so we're just following him, and we have pretty good idea where we are, and we keep going to the trails. And then they decided to go back, and I was like, I want to finish this loop. It is not the same when you don't have
when you don't have the map.
don't have the map system.
Oh yeah.
I got lucky that I found them, and I was getting low on battery on TJ's e-bike, and it was starting to rain, and it was getting sketchy.
Hey, I want to do a shout out. Forgot to do this at the beginning of the show with the little collaboration we're doing with Start Your Systems and Kellen Brower. Don't miss MX Simulator Pro Supercross Live on Start Your Systems tonight. What's that?
The finale.
Oh yeah, we'll start the read over since he talked.
So
I was trying to help it. Okay.
Don't miss MX Simulator Pro Supercross Live on Start Your Systems tonight at 6:30 Pacific.
Don't ever do that again.
Watch top players in the game go head-to-head as Braden Carter, Seth Carr, and more take on defending champion Colby Eagland. Live racing, real battles, and intense championship competition.
And it's
Tune in to Start Your Systems on YouTube to watch. It's on in the background. The last week's race is on the background.
I think you'd
watch
be better
the finale.
I think you'd be better off trying the whole Supercross guy voice. Watch the with the big
Sunday.
That's what Sunday.
Okay, well,
can't
can we
do
move on,
voices.
please?
No, man, we're having fun. Why are you such a Debbie Downer?
Okay.
Speaking of
You're the one that
voices
always
Hang on. I
gets-
got one more I
wants
got
to
to
move.
do.
I do it.
Jeff Crutcher sent a text. If you guys are anywhere near Missouri, May 17th, is that this weekend or what's the date today?
The 6th.
It's 2 weekends.
Okay,
from
so
now.
a couple weekends from now. Sorry. Let's see here. May 17th, $10,000 pro amateur AM? Pro-Am. Jeez. $10,000 Pro-Am at HLR in Moberly, Missouri. Contingency is paying as well. $250 and $450 pro purse per moto. First place is $600. Second, $500. Third, $350, and it goes down to 10th, $50. So, $10,000 pro purse, Pro-Am at HLR in Moberly, Missouri.
Isn't there also going to be a total of $100,000 at the Stopwatch Nationals for Glen Helen? Like between the 2 days or something like that.
Yeah.
The two,
Yeah,
the
I think
whole
two
there's some
weekend?
money.
days.
Yep.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
were you about to say something else?
I don't know.
Nope, you're good. Okay, cool. We're gonna go back to X Brand emails real quick. Let me find where I was on those.
Can you fearlessly see clear than emails?
I can see pretty clearly. Yeah,
You're gonna ride fearless.
probably see
You're gonna
better if
read fearless.
if I had X Brand on, I could probably see better.
Crystal clear optics.
Crystal clear
maybe?
optics. Okay, this is also from Vince Pale. Jorge is vastly improved in Supercross over last season, and his starts are outstanding. Not really sure how I feel about his blocking to hold positions, especially since I am so guilty of the same tactics. How do you guys feel about
I don't think it was tactics.
the way he was riding?
He was just holding his. He's racing.
defensively?
Like if
Why-
anybody else does
racing.
that, it's just racing.
It's just
Okay.
racing.
Yeah.
I agree, as long as you're not doing the cross jumping. If it's on the track and
Was
you're
he
kind of trying to
cross-jumping?
block, it's racing. Can't cross jump though. It's dangerous.
Was he though?
I've
this
never-
No,
specific
I don't
time?
think so.
I've seen him jump like in the air, like move over in the air, but not like to block somebody. It's just where the line was.
Yeah.
Like everybody was doing that same line. Just like Tomac said this weekend, basically, is he was in the fast line. And when you're in the fast line, if you're going fast, I mean, he almost was fourth this weekend. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
he's got the speed to run up there. It's not like other racers who get a really good start and like just block like crazy and then get like 16th, 18th
Right.
all the time.
No. And actually, Eli does talk about that in the interview we're going to play here in a few minutes.
Awesome.
So he brings that up. All right, one more from Vince Pale. He sent this before the Eli interview yesterday. I meant to ask it, but I just ran out of time. It went pretty long. I actually had to cut some of it out. But he says, do you think Eli is kind of over talking about moto in these interviews by now? I think I heard he does not want to discuss his cars. Maybe he would like to talk about his family, kids, or livestock. He seemed pretty open in the interview we're going to play in a few minutes. I did mean to ask him if, like, would you rather talk about other stuff if you had the opportunity? Are you tired of this? And then I just never got to it, like I said. But
You have done that in the past.
yeah, I usually throw,
But-
and I did. I threw a little in on this one.
I think in this scenario, he hasn't really said much to anybody recently. So
Yeah.
you kind of had a golden opportunity. You had to ask some hard hitting questions.
I had way too many topics to get to.
Yeah.
And there, like, I couldn't get to half of the questions I did have. I did.
We've done that before where he's talked
Right.
about his farm life and all that in
Yeah.
other interviews.
Well, I did 2 listener questions. One was about the motorcycle, and then Ali from Real Housewives of Moto sent in a question that was about livestock, and that was the very last question I had, and it got a big laugh, and he kind of talked about his kids, so that was kind of cool. We got him outside of Moto just for a minute, and he did, he
Cool.
seemed to laugh and enjoy it, so that will be coming up pretty shortly. Let's see what we got here.
But you're never safe with Eli because like he was laughing and joking with Lou the week before he just
Yeah.
neutered him over it.
Neutered him is crazy.
This comes from Ryan. Hi, Dark and Scotty and TJ, if he's there. I look forward to and listen to your shows every week. You guys are awesome.
Heck yeah.
I heard you saying that you're coming to Salt Lake Supercross. Just wondering if I could meet you guys while you're there and shake your hand. Thanks and keep up the awesome content. So, Ryan, I responded to you. Sometimes when I respond to emails that come through the website, I don't know if you guys get them. So first, I'd like you to email me back and let me know if you got it. Second, dude, absolutely. Reach out, send an email, or hit me up on Instagram. And if I'm in the pits, we can meet up.
I didn't make the cut, so I won't get to meet you, unfortunately, but Darkside will love to meet up with you.
Yep, I
And
will.
I don't go to races.
Yeah, because you hate Supercross.
Yep, I will definitely be more than happy to say hi. And yeah, originally we weren't going to Salt Lake City, but because I'm doing Pulp Monday night for show 666, Steve paid for my flights, and he was gonna pay for me to go to Vegas. He might as well pay for me to go to Salt Lake instead.
Right?
And you get to watch the race.
Are you driving
Right,
back with him?
No, he's flying too now.
Flying
so
for-
yeah,
okay.
so I'm flying from Dallas to Salt Lake, Salt Lake to Vegas, Vegas to Dallas.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
On Spirit.
Yes, I will get no Spirit.
It's
All
gone.
Southwest.
I know.
Caleb Lytle. Hey, Dark. I'm interested in your opinion on some YZ250 stuff. I'm a vet rider like you. I have
You
been
don't want
following
Dark's opinion.
Not a YZ250.
I don't know why you guys interrupt. I got to start over.
But
Just
you don't have to start over.
continue.
You can just continue.
But people can't. Do you think people want to hear 2 people, 3 people talking at one time? They can't hear the question.
Okay, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I have been following your articles and videos on your 2026. What is your opinion on the Racetech air boot versus the dual injector setup? Thanks. Now, do you have comments?
No,
Go ahead.
no,
Go finish your.
Well, I'm just going to meet both of you then. You're out. I did send him a response, but here's my thing. The Racetech air boot that we promoted, we talked about, it's awesome. It definitely added a little bit more down low. You could feel it hit a little harder at the top end, mid-range, like third, fourth gear. It felt like it pulled a little longer. It didn't shut off quite as quickly. So overall, I felt like it gave it more horsepower, which they claim it does. I was not running the ECU with it. They suggest you use a Vortex ECU with that air boot. I didn't have one mapped for it, so I just ran it without. So with that ECU, it's probably surely even better. Mm-hmm. The air boot, I think, is around $500. Now, the difference with the XPR second injector with the Vortex ECU, that's over $2,000 total. And it makes the 250 liven up like a 350, like a KTM 350. Hits so much harder down low. There's 10 map options. I've only tried 2 of them so far. There's more power everywhere.
How much is that ECU?
The Vortex, I think it's about $1,000.
So it's $500 less to get it without the injector. To get just the air
I think
box?
it's $2,500-ish.
Oh, so it's $1,000 more.
It's about $1,000 difference.
So basically the way...
And I did not put that part in the email that the Racetech air boot, they suggest you get the ECU with it. You don't
basically,
have to.
if you get the ECU with it, with both of them, or however you want to do it, you're looking at saving $1,000. So it's almost like a budget version of the second injector, like a more affordable version of the second injector.
But it definitely, and I told them, like, it kind of depends on what you're looking for out of the bike. How much do you ride? Is that $1,000 worth it for what you're doing? Mm-hmm. How much you're riding?
Because a lot of money.
Yeah, even just the air boot alone, it helped. I noticed the difference, and I'll admit, I've said on here before, I don't know if I'll notice a difference in these things because I don't have that feel, quote unquote. But I did notice a difference. But when I put the second injector in, wow, that thing lit up the bike, and I'm in love with it. Yeah. So it really, I think it comes down to what you want to spend and what you're looking for.
How close did that second injector with the ECU get it to the 350?
I'd say almost mimicking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like the over rev and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. Okay, this one comes from...
A lot of emails. That's good.
Yeah, I wrote... Oh, this is the Instagram one. It's from Nanu_109. Just says, hey, now you get the Tomac interviews. This makes you the premier moto media guy. I'll let Steve and Lewis know for you.
Heck yeah.
I don't think they care, if I'm being honest. But
I think you might turn more heads than you realize with getting the... I mean, nobody...
No, I'm saying that Lewis and Steve don't care that they didn't get Eli, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, Steve had a chance to talk to him for 4 hours on a flight and passed on that, so...
God, it's so weird.
It's the other thing that I had on my list to ask Eli.
I think you dropped the ball if you didn't ask that.
You should have.
And I didn't.
But if it was going good, that could turn the whole interview.
I don't think so, because...
I think he would have laughed.
Even stuff that I did ask him things... Some of the things I did cut out because it was the way I asked it, and I was trying to get to a point. He never was, like, frustrated with my questions.
That's cool.
And I even told him, like, I defended Lewis a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, all right, and it he was in a really good mood and spirit. He gave his point, and you'll hear most of that in the interview coming up. I do want to shout out also Vince Pale. We read a couple of his emails. Mm-hmm. Owns T-Boat USA, our pit bike supply site. We'll do the reading a little bit. I thought you were going to say something. Sorry. Vince. What?
Just keep talking. He
it's
can
just
laugh.
funny that he didn't even interrupt you, and it still interrupted you.
Like he was about to talk. So I
said, heck yeah.
I was trying to not be disrespectful like you and talk over him.
No, it's just funny.
Jesus.
Just a shit show.
Okay. Vince Pale from T-Boat USA heard Chris Keefer a few weeks ago say that I need a Dunlop 3SF. Vince sent me one.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice event. So shout out to T-Boat USA and Vince Pale and him sending me a tire.
I wonder, did they still make that tire, or is this old stock?
It's probably old stock. I don't think they make anymore. It came from one of the supply houses.
Heck yeah. So, that's even cooler.
Yep.
Remember when they quit making the 756 and like everybody was hoarding them?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day?
Yes. Also, a shout out. well, we got a bunch of questions,
Okay.
but we had another female listener, which I didn't realize we had that many. So Katie,
2 of them.
yes, Katie Stewin sent a question in for Eli
Yeah.
that I didn't get to,
Oh, you're
but I think
terrible.
it's really cool that we have. Just giving her a shout out for
Yeah,
being involved. That's cool,
for sure.
man. We appreciate all our listeners, but having some female listeners, that's cool. I dig that.
No,
all right.
no, you just dig it on
Oh boy.
dudes, chicks
Nope.
all the time.
Nope. Just trying to
Creep side.
give shout outs, man. Trying to thank our fans. I know you hate them.
Creep side.
You hate our fans. Grill your ass off. Bring the heat. If you're looking to grill a savory steak, bake a delicious chicken breast, make the perfect roasted potatoes, or fry bacon for breakfast, Grill Your Ass Off has seasoning to elevate the experience. Jason Murph is a military veteran and motocross enthusiast, and his line of seasonings and sauces simply cannot be beat. Visit grillyourassoff.com. Use promo code DarksideMX3 to save 20%. Guys, if you cook at all, if you eat at all,
Who eats?
get some seasoning from Grill Your Ass Off. Support our sponsors. It's gonna make your food taste better. There's no losing in this. It's all winning. And the canisters are huge.
Yeah.
They're large canisters. They're so freaking good. I promise you won't be geek. Use that promo code DarksideMX3 to save. All right. Do you guys have a Grill Your Ass Off? Anybody?
I do.
I'll let you go first.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So if you're with a group of friends or colleagues or whatever it may be, and you have a system where you can chat with them collectively, some may call it a group chat. If you have that with people and you're looking for some kind of input, or you're getting some kind of question out of them, or you're asking them something, and you message them at 4:40 in the morning, and then get upset that nobody responds to them by 7:30 in the morning, you just gotta wait a little bit, because that's just ridiculous to get
3
upset.
hours.
Just 3
Yeah,
hours.
but you texted in the middle of the night.
No.
That's in the morning.
It's in the
4:40.
morning.
You said it. Your exact words were 4:40 in the
okay,
morning.
well, it's in the middle of the
No,
morning.
but you said in the morning.
Yeah, man.
4:40 a.m.
I'm just saying.
You didn't respond either, so I don't know.
I know,
I'm trying
I
to
was
help
asleep.
you. I was trying to defend you, but like,
Sorry, I didn't know
trying
you guys
to-
were all losers.
but trying to get a response at 4:40 in the morning, and then
Nope.
at 7:30 going, okay, cool, guys, fuck me, I guess. Like, it's crazy.
What adult
It's
is
crazy.
not up at 7:30 in the morning?
I was up, but I was driving to work and stuff, and then I finally had a chance to look at my phone.
Look at your phone when you're taking when
Yeah,
you go to
you-
the bathroom in the morning.
Look, so many times. Look at.
Look at.
Look at
So many times
Look it.
I'm on your side with some of this like hate towards him because it's fun. I can't when it comes to you and you never respond.
Ever.
You don't.
You didn't respond either. I'm actually the first one to respond at
once.
at 7:40.
Like today, you got here before me once.
Yeah,
I just had of you all day today.
Yeah. Anyways,
Cool, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a tad ridiculous
I
to
do
be
think
upset.
it's ridiculous if it's not like dire.
And also, when I say, whatever I say, what I say, like,
You're like, okay, cool.
I was literally joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you.
I forget how sensitive
No,
you are.
that's not on me.
You're the one that's bothered by it.
You get sensitive about us not helping you with stuff or giving you ideas for the show. You do get
he
butthurt
does.
about that.
Well,
So how
that
it's
is
not
fair. I do get
so
butthurt that you don't want to help with the show.
Okay,
and want me to do
so
everything.
how am I supposed to interpret this okay cool from the other okay cools?
All right, I'll give you that one.
Okay,
that's fair.
That's okay. Then we're
That's fair.
good. Then we're good.
All right. Do you ever bring the heat?
I
TJ?
really thought you were being a douche too. I'm just.
No, I was actually just joking at the time, but
Yeah.
he's not wrong. I do get frustrated with you guys because you guys are losers and don't help. I mean, we made a big point last week about Rich Taylor from X Brand wondering where the and still haven't seen shit. Hasn't rode anything since we drove to Nashville for 9 hours. It was
Don't
gonna
I still have articles like?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't have photos. I'm not talking about you.
Okay, but I'm just saying. You said you
I
guys.
need his hindsight 2020.
You said you guys.
It's crazy weather we've been having lately, don't you think?
You said you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even like this show, and I put in work.
Okay. Do you ever bring the heat?
Nope. Just
I have one.
HCR needs to just go somewhere.
Why do you hate the people that tune into our show?
Go ahead.
When you have a person helping you do a show and they are obligated and agreed to write an article
Dude,
and they say they're going to do it and they still don't do it. No, that's actually not my girl. Bring the
Okay,
heat.
go ahead.
I have, okay. I don't know if these are exactly like frustration bring the heats, but you guys know what Waymos are?
Yes.
What?
Waymos.
I knew he wasn't going to know what it is.
Go ahead.
Can you
Okay.
spell it so I can look it up and see if I know
No,
what it
it's
is?
the self-driving cars.
Yep.
That are
Oh.
taxis. Self-driving
Oh,
taxis.
okay.
How
I
the
do know what
hell
those are.
do these work all over the country? They work well. They're driving. They stop at red lights. They know what the hell they're doing, but yet they can't keep my Wi-Fi on half the time. My phone has to be updated every couple days. Everything, all these other electronics, nothing ever works.
Yeah, that's a
but
good
these
point.
freaking cars
Yeah.
work no problem.
That's a good point. What happens if it like tries to like update and you're doing 80 down the
Yeah.
interstate?
How the hell? Why can they make a Waymo
Oh,
work?
update.
Yeah. But nothing else ever works. Like, it always has to be, there's always a problem with every other electronic.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
It's a very
Okay.
good point.
That's a good point.
I understand your frustration.
This is also not to bring the heat, but I saw this today. I've wondered this for years. Maybe it is to bring the heat a little bit. See a car at a red light, and I'm turning, and this little car has their window cracked, and a little dog with its head sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
Dog's bouncing around. Its little paws are all over the place. How the hell can you drive safely with a dog kicking you in the face and kicking you in the arm and trying to get its head out the window? That should not be legal.
The kids should not be legal too in cars. Then.
No, they got to be strapped in.
Well, I'm
The
saying-
dog should have to be strapped the fuck in.
Oh, that's a good.
It
point.
can't be in your lap. You can't drive around with a kid in your lap.
Well, we did when we were kids.
Well, you shouldn't. Like, what if
our parents did when we were
what if you
kids.
drive
and they
in
had beers in their hands
What if you're
too.
driving and the dog kicks,
Actually, yes.
what if the dog kicks you in the eye while
No,
you're
no,
driving?
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Stupid. Or what if the dog doesn't do anything? It's perfectly chill, and somebody pulls out in front of you, and your dog gets decapitated.
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 They have some people do. They have like these little. They're almost
Harness.
like a hammock.
Yeah.
That's the clip to the front and the back
My
seat.
wife has one of those for
the dogs. Yeah, so they kind of like,
But like
stay in their little
But
hammock.
we only use it to take them to the vet. We don't take. I mean, our dogs are
Yeah.
like outside dogs. So.
I see people with their dogs with them in the drive-through all the time. There's one guy that comes in every single day. He comes in and gets a burger every day, and he has his dog with him.
I saw somebody in
not
this
safe.
unbelievably clean OBS, like short wide 4x4 Chevy, just beautiful truck. And I'm rolling up next to it. It looks like it was factory, like they just rolled off showroom floor, like early '90s Chevy truck, short bed,
Oh,
four-wheel
yeah.
drive, just beautiful truck. And then he took a cigarette out the window and flicks it. And I'm like, you smoke in that beautiful, perfect truck, and you're smoking in it?
Well, if they don't care about their personal body, they don't care about anybody around them. Why would they care about their truck?
But that like you're ruining
that's a
that
shot.
truck. They never get this. Just think about the value.
Yeah.
Another thing I heard today,
Oh boy.
listening to a podcast. It was yesterday. People pay like $10 for a coffee.
Okay.
If you would take that $10 and just put it in like just an ETF fund or whatever, in 10 years, that $10 would have been, if you go back 10 years ago, would technically be worth like $120 now. Because it would. So that coffee.
I thought you were saying like 120 million.
No,
Have you
It's $120.
Have you seen that?
But that coffee, that meant that coffee that you just bought
Yeah.
could have been $120.
Oh, because every time you buy one,
you just put it in there,
Okay,
and
yeah,
and it would just yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm
Have you
with
seen the
That's
video
fair.
where the lady's talking? It's just like if you would save $1 a day at the end of the year, you'd have $225,000. It's like some shit like that.
Yeah, that's $1 a day equals that. Yeah. Cool, man.
All right.
All right, real quick. Again, Renthal. When you think motocross handlebars, you think Renthal. Why? Because Renthal has been the worldwide leader in motorcycle handlebars for over 50 years. Used by teams like Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Honda, HRC, Red Bull, KTM, and many more. Visit renthal.com and use their new direct-to-consumer shopping for motorcycle, mountain bike, and street needs. And don't forget, free shipping on orders of $99 and up. Grab you some of the lock-on grips and a pair of 661s, and you're going to go out and win your regional for Loretta's. Guaranteed. Tell them I said so. It's guaranteed. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, man.
Wasn't 661? Wasn't that like a gear company?
Oh yeah, I used to have a 661 helmet.
Yeah.
Yep. It started with a passion for the ride and the drive to build something better. A Cherubies became more than a name. It became the armor for every rider who believes in pushing past limits. Our plastics aren't just parts, they're identity. Every line, every curve, and every fit are built from decades of innovation. From world championships to your local track, a Cherubies stands for protection, performance, and pride in the ride. CherubieSUSA.com. Okay, before we do the T-Boat USA Top 5, the ETS Pick 1, and FXR Picks, we're about to roll out that Eli Tomac interview brought to you by Renthal. If you guys are listening on YouTube right now, we're going to play this in a different way than we played it before. So I need you in the chat to let Scotty as soon as you know that you can hear it.
I'm going to put the sound on so that I know if it's doing it.
Well, it's going to come through the mic, so I need them. Is
No,
it playing?
when we no, I haven't
Go
played
ahead,
it
go
yet.
ahead and start it, and I'm going to mute the mics.
All right, enjoy, guys.
The next guest of the night is going to be brought to you by Renthal. When you think motocross handlebars, you think Renthal. Why? Because Renthal has been the worldwide leader in motorcycle handlebars for over 50 years, racking up 285 U.S. and 268 world titles. And Renthal continuously lands on the podium with teams including Honda HRC, Red Bull KTM, Monster Energy Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, and many more. Whether it's the Fat Bar, Twin Wall, or even the OG 7/8, Renthal bars are unmatched. And don't forget, you can go straight to the source with Renthal.com's new direct-to-consumer shopping for your motorcycle, mountain bike, and street needs. Free shipping on orders $99 and up. And don't forget to grab you some of that Renthal casual wear while you're there. Tonight, Renthal brings us from the Red Bull KTM factory racing team, running the 661 bar, Eli Tomac. How's it going, Eli?
Hey, Jamie. Okay.
Eli, let's talk about the 2026 season so far. Start off peaks, a little bit of valleys in the middle or towards the end. But when you look back so far on your season, like, do you have, how would you describe your season? How do you feel about it?
It started off outstanding. Getting 2 wins, the first 2 races of the year was as good as it could get, and we made improvements from the first World Supercross races. Like, I kind of figured out what worked and what didn't, and yeah, we were off to the races. And then otherwise, it just in the middle of the season, man, it got a little tough, and that's what just happens in these Supercross series, is that they're so long, and I just got a little inconsistent, and then at one point got sick. Everyone has to deal with that at some point in the year, it seems like, and then before I know it, I lose the red plate at one point, get it back at one point, and then lose it again, and then end up having a tough crash in Cleveland, and that wrote the season off. But on paper, it was pretty successful, other than not be able to try to have a chance at the championship at the last race. But for expectations, and for switching to a new team, I'm pretty happy, other than it's a bummer not being able to go for the championship in Salt Lake.
Yeah, obviously, I kind of like the way you just responded to that, where, it's a new team, right? We didn't know, certainly in the media, the fans didn't know exactly how it was going to go. I mean, we talk 1,000 times, you're getting older, but you came out proving that you are still one of the baddest dudes to ever do this. So yeah, highest of highs in the beginning, but you mentioned the word expectations. And I know we talked earlier this season, and I don't know if we talked about what your expectations were coming in. Like, did you immediately feel like, hey, I can win and be a title threat? Or did that kind of build once the season started and you were doing so well?
Yeah, once I spent a couple of weeks on this motorcycle, I knew I was going to be in title contention. And I knew with the crew surrounding me that I have no excuses to not be in that position. And that was like a reason to an easy decision to make the switch. Mm-hmm. And sorry, I've got stuff in the background here.
Yeah, no worries.
Anyway, it was like, yeah, that expectation, like that's how I sell myself, sold myself to those guys. I'm like, I'm a championship contender. I know I can still be at the top. And it was nice to show those guys that, that we could still win.
Absolutely. Now, I do want to get into the valley of the season, the little bit of the slump. You talked about being sick. There, you hear the same rumors we hear. This, I'm sure you jump on social every once in a while and you see people saying, "Oh, he's injured." People saying, "Oh, he's sick." There's stuff going on in his personal life. He doesn't like the bike now that he's East Coast. So were there different reasons at different rounds there were issues, or was it really just you said you were sick, or I mean, obviously at one point you went, I think before St. Louis, and tested in California. So you're not doing that if you're hurt, but was it just being sick?
I would say at Birmingham, when I got, spanked pretty good by Hunter, like I was definitely ill there. Like I was like, okay, I'm just going to, third was okay. But then I'm trying to think of like the bad around, like Detroit and St. Louis.
Yep.
Those races really, really stung for me. I just struggled in general, and I'm going to point that like towards the condition of that dirt. And I just wasn't able to, I just didn't ride well, straight up.
Okay.
Like didn't ride well. And was just riding around like I shouldn't have been. And I would say I just wasn't, up to my speed and myself. So it was a frustrating part of the year.
At this point in your career, when you have a few races like that, does it weigh on your confidence, or do you know I'll figure this out?
That's just at this point in time, I know that there's going to be tough races and tough moments. It's just, can you minimize that damage? And I kind of did up until, when was it? I mean, once I got, I don't know, when was this? I got back to like 15 points down, but it was right before Cleveland. I got to look at the schedule.
I think it was after St. Louis, wasn't it? Because I feel like
St. Louis. So that one was tough to accept. So that was tough to accept. The other ones, I'm like, well, I'm still obviously in this. I'm basically a couple points behind, or vice versa. I had the red plate for a second again. I'm like, well, this is just good old Supercross. You can't be perfect every weekend. I think I'm going to be okay. And but I wish I could have been better in those conditions. Looking back now.
Yeah, and then of course Nashville, it kind of continued. I think you fell in the main, if I'm not mistaken, and just struggled. And you were really good during the day, as I recall, but then got a bad start and just really kind of the struggles just continued.
Nashville was interesting because I was fast in the qualifying. I was P1 in there, won the heat race, and then that was really tough to accept that one because. Would I get like 11th in that? I crashed, didn't get a good start. I went for the inside. I basically went against everything that I've, that gives me confidence for the start. Like I like starting a little more outside, and I go inside and I get swallowed up, and I'm just in the back, and it was no good. So that Nashville, man, that one daggered me bad. That was a bummer.
Yeah, and then I guess the next week's Cleveland, and obviously we know what happened in the whoops and qualifying. I have to imagine as soon as you hit the ground, your thoughts are crap. That's it, my season, right? I mean, because you knew you were hurt, you were down.
Yeah, I didn't give up all the hope until I tried the second practice, but I knew I was pretty hammered. I mean, I went into the medical unit, and I was basically like buckling over because my hip was spasming so bad. And then my elbow started being an issue like an hour after that. It got super swollen. And that ended up being what I was waiting for actually to come back is my hip got decent. And then my elbow was giving me some trouble. So, but I hit the ground hard there. I was like totally wind knocked out of me. And, looking back at it and how hard I hit my shoulder, and I feel like I totally should have broke a collarbone or something, but I didn't. So as bad as it was, I feel like it could have been worse. So counting my blessings there on that crash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think all of us, I was at home, and, I think a lot of us thought, oh, that's collarbone at least, if not shoulder. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Lucky. I mean, it's just part of this. Hate to say lucky with what the results ended up being for the season, but yeah, it could have been. Were you thinking at all like, oh no, before you knew what was wrong, like, oh no, outdoors possibly could be an issue now too? Or did that even cross your mind?
It didn't even cross my mind. I was just bummed on that. Really officially put me out of the season for the title contention. So
yeah, did that take a few days to kind of get over? Or you may not even be over it yet.
Yeah, I'm not really over it. It's
Yeah.
because I've been having so fun with this year as a whole, and with this team, and kind of just enjoying this current situation I'm in. So yeah, it's still a bummer. Like it's definitely a big bummer. Yeah. For me mentally.
Obviously for you and for us as media and fans too, because I mean we were heading into a end of a season that was going to be a 3-rider battle, and yeah, easily could have been all three of you with a couple points. But yeah, it's just, and you've had a lot of heartache in your career with things like this, right? So it's just, you're probably used to it, but it still sucks.
Yeah, and that's just, it goes to show you, man, it's not easy to win these Supercross championships, and when you, and I even start looking at like how many rounds there are, and just, you got to have a little bit of luck on your side to make it through these things all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's just, there's nothing easy about getting through these 17 rounds in Supercross. It's just, oh man, it's tough. And yeah, I've had some heartbreaks. I mean, the worst heartbreak of all, of course, is 2023. I mean, that one's, you shake your head at, but the other stuff, it's just Supercross.
It really is. You're right. Let me jump to more current with Denver just last weekend. I want to ask you this, and you listen, we're pre-recording, so if you don't want to answer anything, just tell me and I'll just cut it. But at what point, when you're in the middle of a race, do you have to get aggressive with a teammate? Because I feel like you had to be a little bit frustrated. I mean, Prado, your teammate, Prado's doing his, he's racing his race, but he can be tough.
Yeah. So Jorge, he was racing hard. He, yeah, I mean, you could say he was in my way, but at the same time, I wasn't fast enough in areas where you really could make a pass there on that track. And I probably should have opened up some lines differently in the small set of whoops. I felt like I was just following him there. So he was riding good, but he was good at riding the main line really good. And the secondary line, in my opinion, was hard to make moves on. I mean, there were some passes going on, but it wasn't easy. So, I mean, I don't blame him. He wasn't racing me dirty at all. He was just riding pretty good, and I wasn't quite fast up in other areas. So finally I had to get a little aggressive and show him some fender, and then it kind of threw him off his game some. But hey, in hindsight, if I would have known, I would have got a little more aggressive maybe in those switchbacks, showed him some fender, and maybe try to throw him off before the triple, like when I actually did make the pass. But he was he was tough to get around.
Yeah. Well, I think that's been.
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, and then I'm just kicking myself for stalling the bike in the sand. That really set me back, and that was tough. I mean, that's all on me though. Stomping on my brake in the sand, that's just a big no. So
yeah, Eli, when I see something like that, I don't mean this as an offense, but I go, oh man, he's human too. I don't feel so bad when I do it. It's like even Eli does it.
Yeah, yep, and it always catches you off guard, whether it's like just a slick hard pack patch or in the sand. You're like, really? I just did that. But yep, it still happens to the best of the best.
Absolutely. All right. With one round left, I know you always want to win, but how important is finishing strong with a win for you? Maybe not even like results don't matter so much as just mentally, like you need a win. How important is that?
It would be very nice to finish with a win.
Yeah.
So a big step for me was getting back on the podium at Denver because of all my bad racing. But yeah, I'm fully gunning for the win in Salt Lake, and I haven't raced there in quite a few years, so I'm pumped to be back there, be in the elevation again, and I get to practice it every week, so it's nice to be able to race in it, and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I think I'll be a little stronger than I was even in Denver, so I'm excited to see what I got.
There's been a little bit of drama over the last few months, year or so, with some media stuff. So I kind of want to ask you, like, where do you feel the line should be? This sport is not, it's not as professional as a lot of sports. There are, a lot of friends within the industry and the media, and there's a lot of joking and, hey, you're my buddy kind of stuff. So for you, where do you feel the line should be with media and how we handle things with the riders? Look, you guys aren't always upfront with us with, whatever injuries. And sometimes we start making our own thoughts. So where do you feel that line is and how should it be handled? Rider to media?
Well, basically it's just, I've always treated it eye for an eye. So anytime I've responded on social media, it's just me thinking, being eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't be paying attention to other people's or media's comments, but it's just if I see something that's not true, like the most recent thing, like that's why I responded. But other than that, I respect media. Media has to be media. And if you're a writer, paying attention to all of it is not the smartest thing to do because there has to be there's going to be sides. People are going to, but it's all I'm about is like just straight truth. So, I just like, if there's real journalism and real truth to it, then that's totally fine. That's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, the last thing with all this, go straight to it, is with Lewis is like, that was totally not true with me, not talking to my team or, and then that, I'm like, that is totally not true. Like we had a full blown debrief and we talked about what we're going to try the next week. And that was it. Yeah. So, I mean, and I considered him a pretty credible source from a pretty credible website. And that's why I responded that way. Like it wasn't just some random burner account saying something like that. I don't know if there's any perfect way to do it or solve it other than that. It's like, it's just people have platforms now to, I guess, say what they want to say. So
yeah,
I guess if there's something that someone doesn't agree with, there potentially could be a response.
Okay. Well,
that's, I mean, if you look back in the day, someone could print whatever they want in a magazine and there's no comment section. There's no Twitter for someone to go on to respond. So I think the media has just evolved. At the end of the day, free speech is pretty sweet. So it's, I don't know, other than it's just people have platforms to respond now.
Yeah.
So if you say something, you could potentially have a response from someone.
Fair. Yeah. Fair. Again,
like it's just open dialogue. And I guess everyone can just express their opinion if they want to.
Yeah, I agree. And I think there's good things and bad things with the way we do media. I think, some sports, actually Mathis has talked about this where he knows guys in the NHL and like the media guys cannot reach out to the riders and like they just would never be allowed. And maybe that'd be better for our sport. It'd be more professional, but at the same time, I think we get better stuff in our sport when you are friends with the riders and they're willing to talk to you more openly.
Yeah. You have a decent point there. It's just, I wish, here's one thing I'll complain about.
Okay.
I wish our media, our post-race press conferences, if there was like pre-race press conferences, I wish those were more, what am I trying to say here? Like to me, they should mean more.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like those are still a little bit lackluster. I feel like they should almost all kind of be like Anaheim 1, like with that sort of feel.
So like more, what's the word? Just structured, maybe.
Yeah, just structured. To me, it's like right now we have them and everyone, the couple people that are there, it's like, it's just because maybe they kind of have to be there, but they don't mean enough. And if they were more of a big deal, I think it would be more professional and maybe easier to deal with these, not being buddy with this guy or that guy and just be more just straight up. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Outdoors, how much testing have you done, if any? Do you feel like you're ready for Paula in just 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks?
Yeah. Paula's coming up quick. It's always here sooner than later, it seems like, and it always is. So far, I've had what have I had? Probably 2 or 3 outdoor tests. So we're well into the testing, and yeah, we're off to the races, man. We're gonna get some West Coast testing in here after Salt Lake. I'll be in California testing. So, and I was a little nervous when I crashed in Cleveland with like getting some, missing some moto time, but I didn't miss too much. So physically, I'm not going to be behind. So, yeah, we should be ready to rip once Paula swings around.
This outdoor season every outdoor season's big, but we have a phenom moving up to the 450 class. And then obviously Jet's healthy. You're on KTM for the first time outdoors. There's a lot of things to look forward to, a lot of excitement. Do you have any thoughts on stacking up against Jet again and Deegs for the first time?
Hey man, both those guys are going to be super good. So yeah, I totally expect them to be at the front of the race, and they're going to be a pain to race against. So I've got to be on my game. I got to be strong. Got to be there the whole season. One thing's for sure is my bike's ripping in motocross, so that's a good thing for me. But it's going to be, it's just the usual. Yeah. It's packed. It's packed. It's gonna be an gnarly season. Yep.
Do you feel? Are you as happy with the bike outdoors so far from what you got as you were indoors for Supercross? Do you feel like you're excited about it?
Yeah, I'm just as excited. I was excited for both, but this thing is really good outside. Yep, it's really good.
Okay, let's do this one then. I got 2 more, and I'm going to do 2 listener questions. I'll make them kind of quick. Is there a career moment that you feel defines you? Again, not just results, but maybe as a whole. Like, is there a moment that you look back on and go, yeah, that was me. That was my defining moment?
Yeah, just like my breakout seasons, like 2012, like any of the breakout seasons or breakout championships. So 2012 Supercross, basically like getting it done the first time and solidifying yourself as a championship guy, winning races. Like, so 2012 Supercross 250, really, I think of just championships. And then I roll over to 2013 Motocross 250 championship. And then 2015 450, like that, those couple races before I really, blew myself out in motocross. I'm like, that was a defining moment. And then it was after that to try to come back from it.
Right.
So that was a big moment. And then winning, multiple races in Supercross, and then I think to 2017, 2016 was very so for me as a racer. But then I think in 2017, I click off like 5 wins in a row at one point or something. So
yeah,
that was a defining moment. And then after that, I was just chasing the 450 championship. So then once I finally got that was a massive deal. And then I guess the defining moment was switching brands again in 22. And basically, even at that point, people were saying I was an old guy, and it was, borderline on being able to actually get stuff done and statistically still win. So that was a defining moment to win both championships in 22. And then, yeah, here we are again. Like, I feel like we've just been fighting this narrative of the old guys, but it's cool that we can still win races now at 33, 30, 34 at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Of age.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
Speaking on the older age, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but thoughts on who wins the title next weekend? Do you have any opinion? Who you'd like to see do it? Do you even want to say?
I'm neutral on who I actually want to win, because I respect both Ken and Hunter as racers, and I enjoy racing them. So I guess between those guys, just may the best man win.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome. But I don't like I said, I like racing both of them. I have tons of respect for them. They're both good guys. So man, it'll just be. Of course, I'm in the race, but it's going to be awesome to see who can get it done.
Yeah, it's tough for me. I think no matter what, honestly, I said this maybe to you or Cooper Webb. Either of the four guys that I thought could win this thing in the beginning were great stories. Like if Cooper could have went back to back, amazing. If you could have won your first year on KTM, amazing. Hunter gets his first title, amazing. Kenny finally gets his title, amazing. Like we're just so lucky with this season as fans of the sport. Like we're just very lucky. And I hate that you're not going to be a part of it next weekend as far as the points, but we're very lucky right now.
Yeah. What's cool is there's going to be a new champion, so that's going to be, I guess that's the thing that's exciting for the fans, right? Is there will be a new champion crown. So it's pretty cool.
All right, let's do two quick listener questions. I'll let you go. This is from Big Nasty on Instagram. He says, hearing about a possibility of an introduction for a second injector on the next gen KTM, does it excite you to hear that more horsepower is possible? Does that help your decision to redeem your second year with KTM coming back?
I really don't know a whole lot about all the internal stuff or injectors, but I would say this team has no problem with making power, and my motocross bike is ridiculously fast. Like it's faster again than my supercross specs. So, I may even have to consider like, okay, this is enough. But as for the production bike, I don't know exactly what's going to happen or what's going on. But man, the KTM can make power. I'll say that.
We're coming back, right? We're coming back next year.
Listen, that decision, it hasn't been made yet.
Damn it.
I had the automatic renewal if I won Supercross.
Right.
That was in my contract. So, I can't really say which way I'm going yet. And I honestly haven't made the decision yet. So there's that.
You said you're still having fun. You'll be back. I feel it. All right, last one. This comes from my friend Ali, Real Housewives of Moto. Does Eli get to help name the calves, or is that all Jessica?
It's what have I haven't named any of these new ones, and honestly, my daughter named our last. My daughter's named like the last two or three, and then she just named our bull. It's pretty funny because my dad named one of our bulls Red Bull, and then I have this new Red Wagyu, and my daughter's like, it needs to be KTM, so we have Red Bull KTM in our the balls.
I like
pretty
it.
Funny. And then what's our latest mini Highlander? I think it's Oreo and Chip, and then maybe Hunan. But anyway, I guess I'm not that creative.
That's all
it's been the
right.
girls.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Let the kids have the fun with it. But Eli, man, I really do appreciate you doing this for us. Thank you so much for giving us some time. And I'll see you in Salt Lake City in a few days.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right, we are back. Sorry, guys, trying to get the YouTube back
No
up.
need to apologize. Nothing went wrong.
No, I'm just trying to get this YouTube
Yeah.
stupid ads back up. But, yeah. Okay.
You're good.
Oh, that was us. Sorry. I was like, what the hell was that? Okay, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're listening live, if you're in post, I think that was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed that interview. But I always enjoy talking to Eli. I just think at least when he's on our show, I feel like he's pretty loose and open, and it's
I don't
just
think
when
that-
I hear him laugh, I'm like, yeah, he's chill.
Yeah,
it's good.
I don't think that he has any hard feelings towards anybody here. So
No, but to kind of, for those that don't really know about the media thing, and he did bring up Lewis. He specifically mentioned Lewis. So after Nashville, Lewis had interviewed Ian Harrison, team manager, and he didn't talk to Eli that night. I think somebody on Twitter maybe asked him if he had talked to Eli or if he had talked to the team. The team had talked to Eli. I don't remember exactly what. And Lewis tweeted a response that was he barely talked to the team. And I talked to Lewis later that night, and Lewis said that he meant barely as in you can use barely as I just talked to this person.
He
Like
had
I
just
barely
barely-
just
he-
talked to him, like
Yeah,
just a
just
few
barely
moments
or
ago.
barely just.
So it was misinterpreted by a lot of people. We don't here in America really don't use barely in that way anyway.
Yeah.
But it
He
is
should have said
technically
it-
proper.
He probably should have said like he had barely,
Yes.
or he had
So
just barely,
there was
or
a little
barely
bit of a
just.
misunderstanding, in my opinion. And what you guys didn't hear is me and Eli did talk a little bit about that. And I said that. I felt like I tried to defend Lewis a little bit. And Eli was like, oh, okay. You know, he kind of listened. And, you know, and I just didn't leave that part in because I kind of was like, hey, like if we were just talking about some stuff that really wasn't relevant.
Told him now, so we might as well just cut it in.
No, but I mean, it was other stuff that I cut out. Mainly.
Okay.
But the point is, I think I tried to explain it a little bit. I think he understood, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So,
Cool.
oh, I still got the chat open on my damn phone. We know I'm gonna get distracted.
You're already distracted.
I'm distracted now. I'm trying to get rid of it. Why is YouTube so hard to shut down on a phone?
It's not.
It gives like the little picture-in-picture thing, and
Yep.
I can't get to it. But yeah, so that's what that was about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna clip that for YouTube as a one-off. Even though you guys listen to the show, when you see it up on YouTube, play it in the back.
again.
Just play it in the background. Let it go.
Just play it.
Yeah,
Just play it again.
play it. Maybe
help us
play it
out.
like if each of you play it 10 times, that'd be really fantastic.
And you can go back and watch
Put it
the
on
show
repeat.
again.
Just put it on a loop. Throw it on the TV.
Yeah, like
cast
it's-
it on there. Throw
like
it on
it's
the loop.
music, man. Just put it
Share it to your friends.
Do that. Absolutely. Okay. Brunt Workwear, man. If you guys are working men, you like work boots, work pants, work clothes, please visit Brunt Workwear. They are not a actual sponsor, but they sent me some boots and they're really supportive of the
I wanna
moto
get
industry. What?
I want to get some. I don't have a pair of boots like that.
I would like to test these boots. I
Yeah.
destroy boots at work, and I need to look at them.
If they're listening, maybe they'll
They will. No one has sent me nothing. I don't get nothing out of this show.
promo code. I believe it's Darkside MX3 is the promo code to save there. I don't have it.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna have to use that. That's about the only help I'm going to get.
All right, T-Bolt USA top 5. Getting towards the end of this show. Sometimes you just want to cut loose with your buddies and shred your Yamaha TTR 110, Honda CRF 110, or whatever pit bike you have. Do you feel that way sometimes, CJ? Like you just want
All the time.
to go shred your pit bike. You don't want to get on the big bike.
That's all
You
he
just wanna
thinks about.
That's all I do.
go, yeah. Or even like if you're just riding around in the pits, right? You got a pit bike to
would-
ride all the way up to the concession stand to get a slice of pizza in between
Not at
motos.
AMA races no more.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't do that.
But
Yes,
a lot of us have pit bikes, right? So,
absolutely.
well, T-Bolt USA's warehouse has you covered on all pit bike parts and accessories. You can find BBR and Pro Taper handlebar kits. They actually have Renthal too. D&M shocks and even full bikes from YCF, Pitster Pro, and Piranha. T-Bolt USA is fully stocked to meet your needs. So visit tboltusa.com, order your parts, and go bang some bars with your buddies. Again, Vince Pale is a big supporter of the show. If you're one of those people that maybe bought one of those Chinese bikes, like you see them out there on the corner by the red light for Christmas time, they're used to selling these Chinese bikes and flags. You know, if you want it, come and take it, or whatever all those different flags
come
say,
and
right?
take it,
That's what you usually see.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, don't tread on me.
Don't make fun of that flag.
Buy
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just
buy
saying
a
what they
flag
are.
and a Chinese dirt bike. Well, if your
Damn.
Chinese dirt bike doesn't run anymore because you can't find parts, T-Bolt USA usually can help you get those things running again. Vince and the family will help you find something to get that bike running again. All right, tonight's T-Bolt USA top 5 was your top 5 board games or card games. Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
TJ,
I
run
can.
with it.
No, run with it. I have 4 because I couldn't think of 5.
Wow.
But
Well, that's fine. I have extra.
good. There you go.
Throw TJ one.
Number 4 would be chess. I just grew up playing chess a lot. I really enjoy playing chess. It's fun. I'm not like super think that I'm really good at it, but I just enjoy playing it.
Never been taught, don't know how to play.
It's
I've played
really-
the computer version, but like it always kind of tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Like-
understand the game.
It's
Like
fun.
I do like chess and I know how it works, but like to actually get good at chess, it's just I just don't want to go that deep.
Yeah.
Like
I
it
do
gets
have 5 now.
ridiculous.
I'm going to add 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
That was number 5. Number 4 would be Hearts.
I've never played that either.
Dude, I love Hearts. It's so
Hearts in Atlantis made me want to play it. The Stephen King book,
interesting. Yeah, it's a really good book.
but I've
too.
never been taught. Again,
But Hearts is a really, really fun game. It's like Spades.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Spades, but maybe hearts is.
No, hearts
I don't
is
know how to play
spades.
spades either.
Yeah.
Hearts is spades, except for you're trying not to get booked. Spades, you're trying to get booked.
So similar game, equally as fun.
Very, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah. Hearts is more of a single player. Spades, you do like
really?
a team game, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
All right.
yeah, you play.
So hearts is like solitaire, where it's
No.
a single.
No. It's four
Like-
people,
Oh.
all four.
Yeah,
like-
the other one you're on teams.
Oh,
The other-
okay.
the other one
Understood.
you're on teams.
Understood.
Then dominoes would be number 3. Dude, I love dominoes. I can school you at bones so bad.
That's fine. I suck at
I
it, but I'm
love
just
it.
adding it to my list.
I spent 2 years
I had never
playing-
really played dominoes, and then someone tried to teach me how, and I'm like, this game's dumb. I don't like it.
Dude, if you know how to play, you just mute him. Good job. If you know how to play dominoes and you're actually good and you can count bones, I can wreck y'all at dominoes. I spent 2 years playing it pretty much every day.
I hate
Oh,
that
where?
I hate that you and others call it playing bones, but
Slapping
Why?
it's
it's dominoes, man. Just
Do you
it's
know where
domi-
Do you know where he was when he played it? That's what they call it, slapping bones.
Oh,
Playing bones.
yeah.
bet you were laying
Yeah,
bones.
exactly. Number 2 is a game I grew up playing with my family called Wahoo.
Okay.
It's kind of like Trouble in a
Yeah.
way, where
Yeah.
you roll a dice and then you try to work your way around
Yeah.
the board and get
And you
your,
can have like
Just thought of
spots
it-
where
I
you
just thought of another one.
yeah,
have spots where you jump back. You can like send someone back.
send someone back. Exactly.
Yes,
Wahoo,
okay.
Yep. And my number 1 game all times, it's pretty much the only game I even have on my phone, is Solitaire. I love Solitaire. I can sit around and play Solitaire for
Solitaire's fun.
hours and hours and hours. I just love playing the game. And not that I'm any good at it. I just enjoy doing it.
I'm editing mine. I'm taking a couple out.
Yep. Well, then while you do yours, you got yours?
Yeah. Well, so I put Trouble.
That's a good one. Sorry.
Trouble or Sorry because I couldn't think of Wahoo.
Yeah.
But any
Same game.
any one of those 3, I like any.
Woo! I don't know
like-
why when I hear that word, I want to go.
I like any
"Wahoo!"
iteration of those
Yeah,
games. Those are
that's
fun because it's like luck, but it's a little bit of
And you got some
strategy.
skills,
You have
yeah.
to know which one you take it. I like that game. It's very competitive. You're watching where other people are.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've played any of those. I've seen Trouble and Sorry, but I don't know if I've ever played it.
Yeah.
You're trying to get all your pieces home.
Around the board and
But it's
back
like
into
the
home.
little hard, like
you
the little
can
ball on
screw-
top.
Yeah, but you can
think I
screw other
have
people
played it.
over too.
Oh, really?
You could
Yeah.
jump somebody, or you can land on them, depending on how the rules are. Of the
Yeah,
game.
and send them back.
Yeah. It's
Or,
fun.
or you can sometimes you can
You
block
guys want
them.
to play right now?
Yeah.
Let's
Absolutely.
start again
Um,
right now.
Yeah.
And then
Why are we not
also
playing
poker, Texas Hold'em.
I don't know how to play that either. I've played,
Yeah,
I've been
I
taught,
have-
and I forget.
I've got a group. We play probably about once every month or two, and we play for like $40 a piece.
I
It's
played
not
it
much,
in the
but
Texas Hold'em like World Poker Tour once.
oh yeah, you told me about
Yeah.
that.
It's terrible.
Yeah. And then Blackjack 21.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. I like actually playing at a casino. I enjoy it.
I've never
Um,
played anywhere but.
And then like you can play it like at the house.
Yeah, I say I've never played like just sit around and play that. I've only ever played it at the casino.
Right.
I like Boggle.
I know that name, but I cannot remember that
So
game.
it's
Not Justin Boggle.
Oh, what about
Yeah.
Mad Libs or
That's
Mad.
not a
That's
game.
that's a
that's a card game?
no, it's
it's
not.
Right? No, what's the one with the Cards Against Humanity? Is what I'm
Oh
thinking
yeah,
of.
Cards Against Humanity
yeah.
is,
That's
is
good.
fun.
Anyways, go ahead.
Boggle is where
Mad
you
Libs.
you have you it's like a little thing that has a bunch of, I guess they're like dice in them, but they all have different letters on them.
Yeah.
And on each side of them, and you shake them up, and then
Yahtzee.
it's kind of like Yahtzee. You shake them up, and then whatever they fall out in that order, you take the top off, you flip over a timer, and you have like I guess a minute or two to get as many words as you can out of it.
Oh, I would be
like
great at
Where they
that
have
game.
to be
three
connected.
letter, yeah. The letters have to be connected,
I'd
and
be
you have
great
to.
at that game if it's
So you can
spelling
get three
involved.
letters. 3 letters is 3 or 4 letters is like 1
I'm out.
point. 5 letters is 2
Right.
points. That I
It's
like
like
that game a
Scrabble.
lot. And then my number one game, We've played it at
Oh, it's such a good
family holidays. Me and my fiance play it. Get super competitive at it. I will take on anybody that play this game because
bring
I'm
it on.
not scared of anybody with this game. It's Skipbo.
Skippo is so much
I think I
fun.
played that once.
Y'all have like the
It's like-
holders.
It's
You have
like
the holders.
Uno,
No, I don't have that. I'm not
Oh,
that
then
fancy.
you ain't that hard.
But me, like when I would go to my stay with my grandma for like,
Yeah.
and she was in San Antonio when I was little, and I'd stay with her for like 2 weeks, and like for every day for 2 weeks, that's all we did all day was just play Skipbo.
Did y'all play Gin Rummy too?
No, I never played Rummy,
Anyways,
but I
So-
played Skipbo.
Skippo's so much fun.
Is Skipbo
It's like a a more sophisticated Uno.
Okay, so I was just about to ask, but you interrupted me. So cool, you answered that.
Well, I knew you were going, and I answered it for you, so you're welcome.
Oh, well, I just won't talk anymore.
Okay, cool. Cool, man.
Your list. Go ahead. He's going to tell it to you. All right, come on. This is the podcast.
Monopoly
You gotta
Star
talk.
Wars edition.
Okay. Man, I had Gin Rummy because I played it with my mom when I was little, but I don't even remember how to play. But I remember it being fun.
Yeah.
But I took it off because your list added some to my list. But
Okay.
all right, I'm going to go Uno,
I like
Monopoly,
I didn't think of those kind of board games, but Monopoly is fun.
Trivial Pursuit,
I've never played.
Scrabble, Boggle,
I'm so
your
good.
boggles on yours too.
I'm
huh?
so good at travel.
Yahtzee?
Whatever you said. Scrabble.
Yahtzee. I added Dominoes. I'll take it off because I already got more than 5. And War, the best
War
the best card game of all time.
I've never played
You
it.
know you can play-
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's just like
Never heard of
Is it like Magic
take-
the Gathering?
Liar.
No.
no, dude. It's a normal card. You take a normal deck of cards, you split it in half. He gets a half, I get a half.
Oh, okay.
And
Highest
if
card wins. You
you,
take the-
you try to
Play
get
until you get all of them.
you try to get the whole deck.
And if you match,
I never-
WAR War.
Yeah, and then
Well, I
whatever
don't know
card
about that.
whatever card wins all 3 cards. Those are big ones to win.
I never did my sister and I used to do that in like we would drive from Houston to East Texas every weekend and we would play that game back and
Yeah,
forth. But
it's just super easy.
Actually, I'm
we
gonna
never named it that.
honorable mention.
That's what it's called. How could you? What did you name it?
Honorable mention.
know.
Growing up,
Battle,
we would do it with in road trips. We would play the alphabet game where you have to find a letter on a sign or a
That's not a
car.
card
It's not a
game
board or a card game, so you can't.
It's
have
a
Nope.
card game.
It's not
It's
a
a
card.
Card.
Yeah, but
Card.
I know, but it's still a
I
game.
know.
It's still a game.
You're wrong.
I didn't say top 5 games.
Yeah, he said
I would
card game.
have
Board.
said football.
Yeah, football's gay.
So if I went and bought a card that kept score of the car alphabet game, that wouldn't count.
No.
Okay,
not a
yeah,
legit
fuck
card
you
game.
guys.
Now late Bud says the coupon game is fun.
The coupon game.
It's the game of effing with people.
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, here's a coupon for a free car. Go get it.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny.
War. Yeah. How could you play battle?
Well, okay, I'm saying maybe I
war, you
called
gotta
it war,
spell it
but
out.
I never spelled anything out.
Battleship's an honorable mention too.
Battleship.
I had
Battleship.
Battleship. Crossed
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah,
Crossed
Battleship's
it out
fun.
when he said dominoes, and then I crossed out dominoes.
One that I want to a game I want to like, but I never think I'm playing it right is Clue.
I never played.
It's not that hard
I
to
know,
play.
like it's like when I play it every time I play Clue, I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Maybe you are playing it right.
I don't know, but
How
it
many-
just doesn't.
Go ahead. Let's say, how many board games do y'all have, like
Shoots and ladders.
growing up? Oh, shoots and ladders. That
Yeah.
you made up your own rules, like you had
Candyland.
house rules. You know,
Yeah.
A little
that,
bit.
that was always something fun. Well,
Monopoly always had that. Like some people did like free parking. You got the pod. Or
Monopoly's
we
whatever.
always
overrated.
did free parking.
Yeah.
You get the pot in the middle. That
Yeah.
all the
The-
fines.
The problem I have, actually, I like Monopoly, but the problem I have with Monopoly
Is you're not
is
smart.
Can't count.
it. You could just keep interrupting me.
Yes, yes, I am. You know what? I know what it is. He never had any of the money left because he used them all to make the fake coupons. From
It was pretty. He's like, that's where I learned money.
Yeah.
Come off the printer.
No, I just feel like every time that the game finally starts to get established and it's actually starting to get fun, you've already been playing for like 3 hours and then you're like done playing and like it
Yes.
never,
You
you never
never-
actually get to the good part.
You never played like the deal where like there's a way to speed it up where you deal out all the.
Yeah. Oh,
I
you
think
can do
that's in the
that.
instructions. I do remember
Yeah,
something.
there's a quick game where you go
Yeah.
out, you just basically shuffle and deal everything out.
There's been a couple of times where we've like come back to it.
Yeah, that is a game that you could play for days. Sometimes.
Yeah, you could if you did it right, you really could.
Yeah, as long as people aren't.
But usually by the time I finally get to like a hotel or something, like everybody's kind of done playing.
Yeah, once a person gets a hotel, everybody else is almost out of money. And
Yeah,
they're like,
it's
I just
like,
keep landing on your hotel.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do ETS pick one. Then we'll do FXR picks, and I think we will be done. ETS Racing Fuels was forged from the heat of competition nearly 30 years ago, developing purpose-engineered fuel for high-profile teams in highly competitive series. We have been the power behind many podium wins ever since, and teams using ETS Racing Fuels have won more than 50 national and world championship titles. They are supporting Honda HRC, so it is very possible that this coming weekend they will win another one. ETSRacingFuels.com to find your local distributor. The ETS pick ones this week was a topic from TJ here. He said, just pick a country that you would want to live in for 5 years. It has to be a non-English speaking country and non-Western country. So, you thought of the question. You want to go first?
I need to ask a question about the
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
So I'm going to sound like really dumb.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But like I thought.
Oh, wait. No way, Scotty, you could never sound dumb. You're brilliant.
Thanks, man. I thought that like Western civilization was like America and stuff.
So Western
Like-
civilization in like Europe is all westernized. It's the like
So where's the cutoff?
well, like countries that are like have the same type of societies that we have. Like Western
So
civilization.
where's the cutoff? What?
like anywhere South America would not be considered like Western.
Yeah, but they don't speak English.
And they don't speak English. Then there's like
Asian countries
Asian
or
countries,
Eastern.
South African country
So-
or Africa, anywhere.
Yep,
Middle
Africa.
East.
Yep, Middle East.
Middle East doesn't speak English.
Huh?
It's non-English speaking countries.
Oh, you said English speaking countries.
Non-English.
Oh, non-English speaking.
Did
My
you
bad.
not read your text?
Yes, I did. And I must have misread it.
Yeah, because you said it. You said it
Obviously.
3 times on accident.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Go ahead
So,
and tell us why.
okay, first things first. With my
okay.
as picky as I am, food's going to be an issue in most of these places, probably.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, well, is Mexico considered Western? I guess they would be.
Yeah,
I think
it
they
is.
would be.
Yeah, it
So
is.
they're South America, so they probably are. So I went ahead and took them out. And then, okay, the two that kind of stood out were either Japan
Yeah, I thought about it.
or
But that's westernized.
or it's an Eastern country.
Yeah,
Jesus
but go ahead.
Well, I'm going off of what he just said.
But keep going.
Oh boy. Okay, Japan, Singapore, or Brazil are the places I kind of went with.
Okay.
I think I would go Japan. There is some English there, like most
Right.
people are going to be able to speak English. Generally, I can find some Asian food I like. It's beautiful. They got a great culture. It's possible Joe's going to come visit, so I can go hang out with Joe Shimoda. It's clean.
Right.
Yeah, I think those. It's beautiful. I think I said beautiful already. Tech savvy, like it's it's not going to be like third world ish.
Right.
So I think those, and probably not a lot of places to ride. Doesn't sound like a ton of places, but I can find somewhere to ride.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I went with. I'll go Japan.
Yeah.
Singapore also is pretty cool. It's very Americanized, but it's still an Asian company or Asian country.
I was thinking like where like basically like Argentina. That's where a lot of my grandmother's family who's German escaped to. That was a joke. But anyways,
Okay, sorry. Thought you were being serious.
all the Nazis got away to Argentina.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yep,
But
got you
anyways, Argentina though, like that area, South America, and the Asian countries, I want to be able to ride.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of like somewhere like Cambodia that has like some really cool mountains, a place to go explore.
That's why Brazil was on my maybe list.
Yeah, that's all. But and that's why Argentina's on my list because it's got it's like you can go to northern part of Argentina and it's not freezing constantly. You know what I'm talking about? And then southern Argentina is like it's cold weather. I mean, it's like
That makes sense. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't really
so-
think about that until you said that because
It's close to the pole.
yeah, it's about like Canada.
what is going on with Scotty tonight?
What?
I don't know.
I was how was that the thing? I said it's close to this. It's close to the South Pole. It gets colder. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, and then but that's I would probably wind up somewhere in like the jungles of area, like jungle
Yeah.
country of Asia, probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll just go with like any kind of like
Scotty's gonna go Hawaii.
yeah. No, like I would go to like a coastal like Latin American country like El Salvador or Honduras or
Yeah.
the coast of Brazil or something on the coast.
Yeah, it'd have to have coast by it.
Yeah, something on the coast.
Japan was but like you
'Cause-
said, there's just nowhere to ride. I don't think.
My
Not
fiance
much,
is she was born in Texas, but her family came from El Salvador.
Yeah.
So I would probably choose something like that.
Yeah.
5 years is a long time though to me to live a place like I'm not really built for that.
What?
You know, like some people would love to go to a different country where
Oh,
they're
live abroad.
I don't think I would really
Because-
enjoy that.
Right.
Because you could take like, dude, if you just like saved up a little bit and you could take like sell all your stuff, like sell your truck and sell your bike and your car and whatever you have, and even if you only had like $75,000 to $100,000, you could live in one of those little coastal towns of like El Salvador or something for 5 years. You wouldn't have, you
right.
could maybe get like a little bit of job where someone like hey, if you do this, we'll feed you, and then like you're good.
Yeah.
What made me think of this is my sister's back in town. They moved to in January. They moved to Costa Rica,
Oh wow, okay.
and they live like
Do they love it?
so far they love it.
Yeah.
Kids come back barefooted, and you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
and jackets on because it's freezing to them.
yeah.
You know what I mean. But it's
Isn't Costa Rica an island?
no, it's at the very bottom of Mexico.
Oh.
But anyways,
But-
All right, so guys, if you're listening, we'd love to get you involved in this. We say this all the time. Hit us up, MotoXpodShow@gmail.com. We'd like to get your top 5 lists of country that was either one, the top 5 board games, card games, and also your pick one, what country you would live in for 5 years. So FXR
By the
picks.
equator. So would it
All
be
right,
hot?
FXR is designed by racers for racers with industry-leading fit, finish, and performance. Progression is the name of the game. With every new piece created at FXR, we push our brand to the next level to provide you with the best products possible. Used by Malcolm Stewart, Garrett Marchbanks, Mike Brown, Brock Tickle, Chris Keefer, and many more. FXR's core motor roots. So visit FXRRacing.com. Let's do for FXR picks tonight. Let's do our champion, 450 champion, and man, the showdown. I want to do showdown podium. What were you about to say?
I did want to ask you this. So I had gotten to all the end of my weekly podcast, and then ours came on, and I was driving, and I just didn't change it. And I listened to like our first part, and it was from a couple weeks ago after Hunter had won. I guess it was after he won Philly. Not Hunter. Kenny had won Philly.
Okay.
And we were talking about the championship, and then like I broke it down. And I was like, okay, well, let me ask you this: like, who do you think has the better speed? And you said Kenny. After this past weekend in Salt Lake, does that opinion change?
I think overall, yeah, still Kenny for me.
So what will you say if Hunter gets in the lead and gaps him by 4 or 5 seconds next week?
I guess I'd be wrong. I mean, what else could I say?
I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't see that possibly happening?
Sure, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's not possible, but
I think
didn't even tell you.
I think Kenny
realized.
realized at a certain point that he was just kind of maintaining. I don't think they'd be the same. The same thing wouldn't happen this weekend. I don't think.
No, I think
he would either wreck or try to
you
get
have
him.
to push this weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend he said that that was
Yeah,
all they had.
that's fair.
This weekend you're going to have to push if you're in second. You have to. You have no option.
I just think it's really cool that like we have a championship coming down to 2 guys that we didn't pick at the beginning of the season. It's 1 point. That's really cool. And then what's funny is they're like the motocross upcoming season is just as hyped, and it doesn't even really hype because of those 2 guys.
Yeah.
That's probably never really happened.
No, it's unusual.
Like even if
you should write that
like
in an article.
like
That'd be a
say
really good
That'd be
hindsight in
great
2020.
art.
maybe I
Really
should
would
just
be.
stop talking and save it for that, huh?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually would. I may even read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all would be the only 2.
I don't know.
Oh, Rich Taylor from X-Men might look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no fans would.
What are you talking about? People read my articles and comment.
I bet our listeners go to
I
our
haven't had-
website and check our stuff out because I get comments on.
I get
stuff
comments
write.
on
No,
stuff
one
I
of my
write.
articles has gotten 1 comment on it.
Well, write better.
Maybe you should write better instead of. Yeah.
Then why do you
go
tell me?
deeper.
Then why do you tell me they're good?
Why not just write
Because you get your
something?
feelings hurt when we say they're bad.
No, I wouldn't.
Write something completely off the wall, and they will call you out. I promise.
Yeah.
Tita, give me your championship winner and your showdown podium.
I don't want to give you my championship winner.
You can't say Prado.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
mathematically out.
No, but I don't want to give you because it's gonna be Hunter, and I don't. That's not. I want to see Kenny win.
Well, you gotta tell me who you believe
I just said
is gonna
Hunter.
win. Okay.
I believe Hunter's gonna win, and
Give
I'm
me your
sad.
showdown podium.
Deegs, Kitchen, and Davies.
Okay. I went Kenny, Deegs, Levi, Ryder D.
Oh, I'd love to see Ryder on the podium.
Scotty, championship winner.
You think that he'll actually straight up beat Davies?
Who? Ryder D?
I'm saying yes this weekend he will.
Okay.
Maybe Davies crashes. I don't know. That's who my mind went to. I'm never right with these, so it doesn't really matter.
Was anybody close this past weekend?
Oh my God.
Oh, fine. Don't want to trouble you.
Let's see. I went Hunter, Kenny, Coop. TJ went Hunter, Prado, Kenny. Scotty went Kenny, Hunter, Malcolm.
I got 2 of mine right.
Hey, I was close to Malcolm. He got 4th.
Okay.
Or 5th.
Prado's on the podium this weekend.
Let's see if you get closer for Salt Lake City by giving me your picks.
I'm going to say Kenny.
Okay.
And shocker, Deegs. I think Deegs shakes the world and wins. Davies 2nd.
Okay.
Did you say Haymaker 3rd?
Nope. Ryder D.
Oh, I'm going to say Haymaker 3rd.
Donnie says Deegs, Seth, and Max. I forget about Max.
Donnie Deegs. I'd rather you guys email me these things, but we'll write. I'm gonna write yours down. Seth and Max. Volan or Anstey? Probably Anstey, right? I'm assuming.
No, I'll put Volan down just because he didn't email it.
I should just write Max, and then either way he wins.
Either way he wins. Yeah, got it.
All right, guys. This has been a really fun show. It's been perfect. Scotty has been amazing as always. He's the best co-host.
Love this
of
guy
every
right
podcast ever created. Not even he's better than Robin Quivers on Howard Stern. Not that this podcast, but he's
okay, debatable.
It's debatable that Howard's a podcast.
No, it's debatable that I'm better than Robin.
Oh. Yeah, that was sarcasm.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
There's no debate.
Yeah.
I want to thank Racetech and Yamaha Motor USA for being the presenting sponsors of this incredible show that we get to do every week with our amazing listeners, people that joined us for the first time or just to hear Eli. Hopefully you guys stick around. We get off the rails sometimes, but we have a lot of fun doing this thing. We really enjoy it. Also want to thank Guts Racing, X-Brand Goggles, FXR, ETS Racing Fuels, T-Bolt USA, Grill Your Ass Off, a Chairbees USA, Renthal. I want to thank Ayden Shive, Aden Keefer, and, of course, Eli Tomac for coming on. No show next week. I will be in studio for Pulp Mix, show 666 on Monday, traveling home Tuesday. We're taking Wednesday off. We'll be back the following week. Anything, guys, before we go?
Nope.
Cool.
Enjoy the championship.
Why is that not playing? Because I didn't hit it. Didn't hit it hard enough.